Wafi bona toge Biafra rukobore amako kariamano uramo. Wafi bona toge Biafra rukobore kariamano uramo. Wafi bona toge Biafra rukobore amako kariamano urugo. Wafi bona toge Biafra rukobore Kariamano Imanadika Dinta Jaravia Gane Bugabaya Wemanadika Dinta Jaravia Gane Bugabaya Ogano Churi Aso Coach Patena Bagati Tindino Ogago chere asa coach, but an obaget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala Makine Sike Kiweri Sigiru Basabo. Esio Ema Esene madam Maki werendo ego. Imanabu kage Makiwe es and yelu and the only nekero sabo. Ndo he wegudo, ndo he wegim borabo, on weekend to hosa. Ndo he wegudo, ndo he wegim borabo, on weekend to hosa. Sabo Atutu alala nike, atutu woro nike, ni agbego kene ha. Atutu alala nike, atutu woro nike, ni agbego ha o. Otu akoga de mbabi afraga bia atutu ndega nora. Otu akoga de wo mbabi afraga biaru atutu ndega nora. Obama Mafi bona choge Biafra arokobore ya Kariamano. Mafi bona choge Biafra arokobore ya Kariamano ulugo. Mafi bona choge Biafra arokobore ya Makokari.
Thank you for joining me. Thank you, fellow brothers, lovers, and people. Thank you for joining me. Please make sure you're hitting the like button. Yeah, there's a lot we are going to look into. Thank you for joining me, fellow Biafrans, lovers, and people. There's great awakening, honestly. There's great awakening. Great awakening. The world is not the same again. The world is not the same again. There's a global revolution going on. It's global. The emergence of Donald Trump is an what do I call it now? An eclipse or an earthquake or how do I call it? The arrival of Donald Trump is changing everything, transforming everything. Coming. Thank you for joining me, Tio. No, sorry. D2J59. Thank you. Estambanefo, thank you. Yes, thank you. Your son Namdi is fine. Namdi is doing well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ego Ibo, Wairu, thank you so much. Thank you, Mommy. Love you. Thank you so much. Namdi sent his greetings to you. Thank you. Wow, Achebepo. My brother. Thank you, Anu. Thank you. That's my brother. Thank you so much. I'm happy to read the comments. Thank you. Yeah. Nwa Biafra, thank you. Achachebe Paul, thank you. Izuchukwu Uzamaka, thank you for joining me. Chibundu Kelechi, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. God blessing to you too. God blessing to you too, Izuchukwu. Namdi Emmanuel, I want to appreciate you. Thank you for joining me from Facebook also. Thank you. For the Great Awakening, you know, as always, I will always want to begin with the message of Onyendu. The one, Paul, you normally call him Ofubaji in enough load. Ofubaji in enough load. Mazin Namdi Khan. Mazin coming to two omniscious. Fantastic leader. Onyendu. Want to go to Thank you, Joshua. Thank you. Always don't give up, though. Thank you for your word of encouragement. Giving up is except we die. That's when we give up. Namdi Emmanuel. Butuza. Gentle the giant Yahoo. I greet you now. Thank you. Pride. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Please, as you're coming in, make sure you're hitting the like button. Thank you. Esther, thank you. There's going to be a great awakening. It is already happening. Okay, Sunday, joining us from Facebook. Thank you. Vam, my son, said I am greeting also. Thank you. Please make sure you're hitting the like, because by this time people should be available. People should be available across all the channels. We are streaming to 5 different channels. 5. So wherever you're watching from, make sure you're just liking and sharing it. Samuel of the Old, there's gonna be a great revival. Oh my God! You need to say that again. You need to say that again. There's going to be a great revival. Say, they won't hit the like button. My name is Abiaza. His Hebrew name. Wow, awesome. Ganiru. All right. Let's go straight to the reason why we are here. Let's listen to Onyendu.
This is a country that brought in terrorism into the army, brought terrorism into the police. All of you are there just watching and moping, doing nothing. And terrorists are in the army, killing innocent people. I said to them, I will cause so much havoc. I want to go to Hague to go and face trial in the Hague. I want to go to Hague. So I will expose the zoo to the whole world, that the world may know how foolish black people are. They brought terrorists, the same killers of our people in our churches, they bring them into the army. What do you think they're going to do? Common sense. What do you think they're going to do? I'm asking you. What do you think they're going to do? All of you idiots in the zoo, what do you think bringing terrorists to the army is going to do? How do we know who is a terrorist and who is a regular soldier? How do we know that? Then answer my question. Is a very simple question, please. Answer me. How can we distinguish between even terrorists? So you're telling me now, if Chineke me a zoo, hi, God in heaven, Now, a Fulani terrorist from Nigeria.
Sometimes when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is talking, this man, when he's talking, okudoku, say, hey, Chineke Nam, na Izu. He looks, he's in his imagination, he looks and he says, there are 200 and something million people in this country. 200 and something million people. 200 and something million. And these things are happening. And then they are just taking it hook, line, and sinker. I'm happy to welcome Honorable Dr. Joy Irobi. Thank you so much for joining me. 200 and something million people. This disaster is happening. And they are taking it in, hooking it in. Hook, line, and sinker. This is... Mazi, okudoku, it will get to a point to say, hey, Chineke, he will just... Sometimes it gets to me. It gets to me. Do you know that the president of Nigeria today is a senile old man that is close to 90 years old? The president of Nigeria right now, very senile. A man that cannot walk on his own, he needs help. A man that cannot survive without Medicare. That is. And everybody, the whole Senate is rubber stamped. The whole House of Rep is rubber stamped. The whole governors are rubber stamped. Terrorists holding sway. And the man, all the governors are falling into APC. 200 million people. There's one I was listening to, one analyst I was listening to. Maybe after this one, I will play it. The guy said, Tinubu came in, fuel, petrol was 100 and something. And all of a sudden, petrol is 1,000. 1,000. And everybody is quiet. Everybody is taking it in. And you know the next thing? The next thing now, I'll bring the analysis. Tinubu is trying to tax you. He's taxing you. Now, there is no accountability. There is no accountability of the oil money. No accountability of the gold in Zamfara. No accountability of anything. Tinubu want to tax you. And he is preparing to tax you. There is no framework of how he will give account of that tax. He want to tax. This is January now. January, we're about to enter January. And Tinubu will start taxing you. You will start paying Tinubu. Tinubu will take oil money, collect your tax, and you will still be looking like a moron. Those are the things that when Mazin Nnamdi Kanu will remember it, and he will say, hey, this your G, hey, what is happening? The native doctor that did that juju for Tinubu, I need the address of that native doctor. Can somebody help us find out who be the juju man? Who is that jazz man that did that medicine for APC? You have pastors, you have imams, you have all these intellectuals. Do you know when Goodluck Jonathan was there, how much was fuel before all of them went berserk? All of them, including Tinubu. They went berserk. Mini Amaka, sorry, I didn't miss you. They went berserk. Today, hey, I have so many updates too. Do you know that right now as we speak, even in Finland, the revolution is getting to Finland? Global revolution. As Donald Trump is telling them that they need to stop Sharia in Nigeria, every other person around the world are crying and shouting. They want to stop the invaders. They want to stop. And these ones, those invaders, they don't care. They want to continue. Do you know that the level of preparedness of Donald Trump, he pushed them in Chicago, he stopped them in Chicago, he stopped them all over America. He is using the people they call ICE to stop them. He's icing them up. He went to Minnesota to ice them. They were making noise up and down. Do you know what is happening now? All the imam, all of them in Minnesota, they are now begging. All from A to Z. I said from A to Z. Every imam in Minnesota that is from Somalia, they are now begging. They are begging. But the man is not going to stop. Because if you don't nip these blood-sucking demons, you don't nip them on the board, man, you are all gone. That's why Mazin Namikano told you, go to Japan and go and see Japan. There's no mosque. They don't allow mosque. Go to Japan and see. Do you hear suicide bombers, all these things? Do you hear them in Japan? Yeah? Biafra land is going to be like that. Even more than that. Because Mazin Namikano stood up and said, we are not going to allow this nonsense. That's why they're persecuting him. Look, he is ready to stand in the front and make sure that this evil is not allowed into the shores of Biafra. My joy is that Igwe Butozo is standing firm. Gidigbam is standing firm. Look, it is left for you. Are you going to join the over 150 million idiots that are bowing to Fulani Tinubu, or are you going to join our men and make sure we secure our territory? We still have time. As you know, the reason why I'm bringing this news of this revolution around the world is for you to know that, look, it is not you are not isolated in this thing. We are not isolated or no. But whether or not we will get support to fight them, we are, in fact, from the most important place, we are going to get that support. But within us, we need to know that the territory belongs to us. We know all the terrain. We are going to make sure we secure it by force, by fire. Let me play Mazin Namdekanu again, then I will go. I have a lot of updates. You know, the message today is going to go left, right, center, and playing all the videos that I have available on my Twitter handle. I've shared a lot of videos today so that I will be updating you. I'll be updating you on all these things. Yeah, so I saw the video. I was watching video of Minnesota. I saw all the imam, all of them, plus all minus none, all. They are now talking soft. They are begging. We are not supposed to treat the people that have put us in hospitality like this. We are supposed to be a good example. We are supposed to thank them. We are supposed to be grateful. We are ungrateful. I pray that video doesn't miss on my Twitter handle so that I'll be able to play it for you, because I think I retweeted it. Great awakening. And when I saw the noise in Finland, I shared that video and I said, we need to get this video across. The lawyer and every one of them, they should see. And I hope Alexander Stubb is saying it. They are going to tell us the reason why they arrested our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. They are going to tell us the reason. All these protests and these invaders want to stop. Is it not the same thing that Simon Ekpa was fighting? Thank God for Donald Trump. Thank God for Donald Trump. Every one of you, any day you wake up, you sleep, even if it is 1 minute, just say, thank God for Donald Trump. Thank God for Donald Trump. Let's listen to Onyendu again. Let me play it from the top. Listen to him.
This is a country that brought in terrorism into the army, brought terrorism into the police. All of you are there just watching and moping, doing nothing, and terrorists are in the army, killing innocent people. I said to them, I will cause so much havoc. I want to go to Hague to go and face trial in the Hague. Actually, make a Hague. I want to go to Hague. So I will expose the zoo to the whole world, that the world may know how foolish black people are. They brought terrorists, the same killers of our people in our churches, they bring them into the army. What do you think they're going to do? Common sense. What do you think they're going to do? I'm asking you. What do you think they're going to do? All of you idiots in the zoo, what do you think bringing terrorists into the army is going to do? How do we know who is a terrorist and who is a regular soldier? How do we know that? Answer my question. Is a very simple question, please. Answer me. How can we distinguish between even terrorists? So you're telling me now, if hi God in heaven, now a Fulani terrorist from Niger Republic, from Mali, is in southern Kaduna killing people and abducting. You arrest him, you rehabilitate him, you put him in the army. Is he a Nigerian or is he a Malian?
Malian.
God in heaven. God in heaven. Please give your people some sense. Give your people some sense. Oh, Heavenly Father,
praying for you.
God Almighty in heaven to give us some sense. This the black people are foolish. I'm telling you, black people are useless. You are telling me that a killer brought in by El Rufai can be killing people in Southern Kaduna? They arrest him or they catch him or he decides to repent. Now he's in the army and he's in our law killing people.
Are you seeing that? That's from Onyendu himself, Mazin Namdekanu. Let me look for the video I was telling you guys about in a minute. Just allow me 1 minute. No, wait. Okay, like this, I'll be able to share it. Let me bring it. Where's that video? This is a video where they are begging. I've seen that video where they are begging. Okay, this is the video I'm looking for. Please, you are going to be patient to listen to this.
5 months ahead.
You are going to be patient to listen to this. And then we are going to show you what is happening in the globe, around the globe. But first and foremost, we want you to listen to this. This is a man that has sense is talking to them. You don't think that zoo animals, they don't ever listen. But just listen to this one today.
Tinubu is announcing tax 5 months ahead. You know why? Because he knows there's nothing any of you can do. Do you know if Tinubu wants to go for third time, he will get it? With the current realities on ground today,
you think he will get
if
it?
Tinubu wants a third term, he will get it. A man comes in, meets a liter of fuel at 145 naira. Let's even say 200 naira. Right? And he jacks it up to 1,000. And everywhere is so calm. So why is he not being inclusive of the citizens on the street? Why is he not putting them into consideration? Why does he not consider what a parent with 2 kids, 3 kids has to go through to pay school fees, to pay house rent, to buy foodstuffs, to buy clothing, to feed? Let Tinubu walk. Let Tinubu walk in Wuse market without security in the Igbo. You remove a subsidy. Where is the money saved? Where? Do you understand? Oh, you're sharing it with 36 state government. So you are telling me that the reason 200 million Nigerians are in pain is because you want to satisfy 36 people. You are calling him president. I see him as an emperor. His Royal Majesty, King Tinubu. Do you see state governors groveling before this man? Please, when are we, like some of us who are...
Guys, he said the first subsidy, he collect the money and he's giving it to the governors. And all these governors, he doesn't care whether they are giving account of it, that the governors can do whatever they like, but he's telling you that I have given it to the governors. And none of you can ask the governors what they are doing. You can't even question them because they are more powerful than you. They have touts that they are settling. If you near them, they will just do you anyhow. And then all the governors are falling into APC. Are you following? Now all the governors are leaking his, and a man that is, oh my God. You see what his son is doing. Recently, you saw what what's his name? Shoyinka exposed his son about. That is where it's going to end though. Shoyinka is going to talk and end there. Tinubu continues what he's doing. In fact, do you know that Tinubu have even given that his son so much power that his son might even be the one dictating the pace for Tinubu? They say if you see the way all these leaders in the north, the way they are bowing down to Sheyi Tinubu, that's Sheyi Tinubu. That's why when I saw Sheyi Tinubu, after Mazin Namdekanu was condemned and convicted, and I saw Sheyi Tinubu with all these our Igbo businessmen, I saw and I said, and I knew that that's a problem. Sheyi Tinubu, are you following? Now, this guy is telling you he took money and gave to all these people. There is no way they have given you account of all the money that they are collecting. The governors are buying houses, flying up and down. The military officers are buying estates in Abuja. Wike is building houses for judges. I saw the judge recently the other day. I don't know if I shared that video on my Twitter handle. They were praising Wike. Tell me, when Tinubu through Wike, build houses for these judges. And then Tinubu has a case in the court. Are you telling me that that judge will make any judgment against Tinubu? When Wike have succeeded in building a house, an estate for, what do you call this, Omotosho, are you telling me if Wike tell Omotosho, this is how I want you to conclude the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Omotosho will not listen to him? All of them are now in the pocket of Tinubu and Wike. You are all done for. 220 something million of you, and you are not ready for a revolution. I want you to listen to this guy. I don't even need to interrupt him. Just listen to him.
Subsidy. Where is the money saved? Where? Do you understand? Oh, you're sharing it with 36 state government. So you are telling me that the reason 200 million Nigerians are in pain is because you want to satisfy 36 people. You are calling him president. I see him as an emperor. His Royal Majesty, King Tinubu. Do you see state governors groveling before this man? Please, when are we, like some of us who are maybe enlightened, exposed, when are we going to have a round table to decide what to do with this country? Because the way this is currently going on is not how a country is run.
Just my people, as the halt, it don't happen. Now God will bless this guy for speaking out the truth. Please watch this video and don't hesitate to spread this video. Me other people may see the.
If I were the youth leader, they say that's the smallest position in the party. Me, Henry Shield, if I was the youth leader in PDP or ADC or whatever, believe me to say, Tinubu will not, this tax he wants to bring in January, he will not try it.
What's wrong with the tax, by the way?
Thank you. Very beautiful question. Let me tell you what is wrong with the tax. The money we used in buying that yacht the president bought, was it budgeted for?
No, I didn't recall seeing it in any line.
God bless you. The private jet he bought, the presidential jet he bought, was it budgeted for? The $150 million he used to buy that plane, was it budgeted for? No. Now let me tell you what is wrong with the tax. You are putting the horse before the cart, right? The first thing is to set up a system that holds public officials accountable to the people. I will not give. Have you seen your FIRS chairman? This is convoy.
Are you following? Now you have not. There is no office. Hey, Jesus Christ. There is no office that is holding people accountable. No accounting whatsoever. The money that comes from oil, no accountable. The money that comes from any of the sources, no account. Now he wants to collect your tax. There is no evidence, no proof that when that money comes to him, he's going to be taxing every one of your money. So when that money comes to him, that he's going to be able to give account. Because here in Europe, people are taxed. People pay tax. Italy is one of the highest taxpayers in Europe. But the tax they're using for a lot of things. If you are not working, there's something for you. As far as you are in the system. If you are working and your salary is not enough and you have a big family, there's something for you to support you. The taxes, the people that pay tax, they see what the tax is used for. And there's no way anybody can embezzle that money because the money is used for something. Because the tax keeps coming and then they keep spending it for something that you can see. They repair the road. They make sure there's always lights. There's always water. There's always health care. Now, Tinubu wants to collect your tax. And there is no evidence that he will be able to account for it so that your life will be better. Because if it will work, Jesus, this thing is not good. If it will work, at least there should be an evidence that will come from that oil sector, first and foremost, because a lot of money have been coming from that. A lot of money have been coming from that. If it will work, at least you will give us a proof. This is the office that is handling all the resources, all the surpluses that came from what did he call it? The subsidy. All the surplus that came from the suspension of subsidy. This is what we are using it to do. But nothing like that. But do you know what this young man is saying? He said, Tinubu will still succeed in getting you to tax. Where are the youths? Where are the people? Where are the Indisio G that Mazin Namdekan is always calling and talking about? You all like zombies will still keep quiet. We'll enter January. You say, make we try, make we see how it will be. The man, he's eating oil money. He will still come and collect money from your pocket and still waste it. Because if that money comes in and you have surplus of money, he will still share it among the governors. There will still not be hospitals. There will still not be good roads. There will still not be light. There will still not be anything good. You will still continue to suffer. And terrorists will still be holding sway. They will still be kidnapping you. And you will still be paying ransom under Tinubu. That's exactly what this young man is saying. He said, what's going on here? There's no evidence that you will be able to give account of it. Has it been that, okay, there have been an example of people that have stolen money? Go to China and see what they do to people that steal money. Once they catch you, it's death sentence. Death sentence if you embezzle money, you even collect bribe, you mismanage, public fund. You will suffer for it. The reason why Ilhan Omar, the shameless lady in Minnesota, is going to suffer very well under Donald Trump is because they have caught her that they stole taxpayers' money. They used taxpayers' money to enrich her. Somebody that was not worth anything before, maybe was not even worth up to $20,000. Now she is worth over $30 million. Taxpayers' money. So with that alone, she will be under very serious judgment. Because you don't just use taxpayers' money anyhow in a system that works. But this one is coming for you. And I don't know. I don't even know why I'm exasperating my energy on this one. I just let me allow him to play so that if there is anybody that have brain, you will listen to this young man and hear everything he has to say. Let me go to other videos because there is a lot of videos here that I need to play, honestly.
Believe me to say, Tinubu will not, this tax he wants to bring in January, he will not try it.
What's wrong with the tax, by the way?
Thank you. Very beautiful question. Let me tell you what is wrong with the tax. The money we used in buying that yacht the president bought, was it budgeted for?
No, I didn't recall seeing it in any line.
God bless you. The private jet he bought, the presidential jet he bought, was it budgeted for? The $150 million he used to buy that plane, was it budgeted for? No. Now let me tell you what is wrong with the tax. You are putting the horse before the cart, right? The first thing is to set up a system that holds public officials accountable to the people. I will not give. Have you seen your FIRS chairman? This is convoy. Do you know what the man has been doing with resources around? Let me tell you, we are in a rush.
Did you hear him? The FIRS is the people that are in charge of revenues. The one that will be in charge of the tax is now telling you that the man is going about with convoy.
That's not the first thing. Control taxing is not the first thing. First thing is system. Get a system that makes sure that you, as a councillor, as a local government chairman, as a commissioner, as a governor, senator, whatever, public funds in your custody, they are something that I can sit down here in this studio, use my phone and access and know how much you have spent and what you spent them for.
Transparency.
Do you understand? Not at your own, not by your wish. Not like, oh, let me decide on what to give them. No. A system that makes it impossible for you to take my money because it's my tax. The reason why you've not had it up to now, do you know why? Because we've been relying on fuel money, oil money. But now that you want to remove from people's salaries, earnings, man, you've got to account for it. So the first thing is not for us to go and say tax. Can you tell me today what budget we are running?
No, that's the description for it is that it's complicated.
See, I came here honestly, out of immense love and respect for you, I won't do anything. I'm tired. Tinubu is announcing tax 5 months ahead. You know why? Because he knows there's nothing any of you can do. If it were in a civilized society, he would not try it. If I was, God, there's no opposition to him, and the citizens are tired. The citizens are feeling, they are acting defeated, conquered. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's nothing. Tinubu will have a.
Did you hear that? The citizens are acting conquered. Conquered. That's why people like Onowibo, when the judgment was passed on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and convicted, he came out and said, in the IPOB, see here pegompe, we told Nnamdi Kanu, we told the IPOB. Conquered people. Conquered people.
Right. Do you know if Tinubu wants to go for third time, he will get it?
Obasanjo tried it. It didn't work out. Why do you think he
I didn't mention Obasanjo.
That's the only person that comes to mind that's tried it.
I said,
Talked about it.
I'm asking you now, with the current realities on ground today,
You think he will get
if
it?
Tinubu wants a third term, he will get it.
How?
All the states are currently under him. Are you not seeing what's going on in your country?
So you think the citizens don't voice, or should I say their position don't matter?
The citizens they can't assert themselves. Why should a man come and meet fuel at 141 naira and take it to 1,000 and everywhere is quiet?
Quiet.
Why? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I get your point.
A man comes in, meets a liter of fuel at 145 naira. Let's even say 200 naira. Right? And he jacks it up to 1,000 and everywhere is so calm.
Did you just go back not too far? Remember how they were boiling and shouting that Goodluck Jonathan moved it from maybe less than 90 or 89 to 145. They were raining fire and brimstone. Fire and brimstone. And this man have raised it to 1,000 from less than 200. And everywhere is calm. Pastors are quiet. Imams are quiet. Governors are quiet. You, all of you are quiet in Nigeria. Why will you not get what you want? A place where the Senate president inside Senate, he's telling you that let us go and eat the food our mama have cooked for us. The wife of president. Did you not see the wife of president that she dressed like Jezebel the other day with her queen mother cap and all of them? The Oni of Ife made sure he had a carriage for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife. To carry her on a golden carriage. And people were making obeisance for her. The wife, just because she's the wife of president. The Oni of Ife, a man that's supposed to be a custodian of truth, a custodian of integrity, has sold his life and his integrity because of money. Now he is inside the pocket of Tinubu. Who knows whether he's also inside the skirts of Tinubu's wife? Yes, of course, Tinubu cannot do anything again now. What can Tinubu do? Can Tinubu still do anything to that young woman? The woman is young, very strong. Did you see the way she vibrates? Oni of Ife is a young man too, who likes women a lot. Who knows what he has done? That he cannot even open his mouth and say the truth. But bow down to a Jezebelic woman. Probably that one don't open skirt for him. Tinubu will have anything he wants from you Nigerian zombies. That's why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will never submit himself to any kind of apology or beg. See, the judgment of God is yet to conclude. This is just the early morning. This is the early morning of the judgment of God upon Nigeria. We are still in the morning. Very, very early. We are still in the morning. By the time we get to midday, you will understand how important Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. He will just be there, just fold his hands. And then heaven will be unleashing the plagues upon Nigeria. And he will just be looking at you, speaking in the language of heaven. And heaven will be doing the needful. You see, Biafra. That's the only hope you have. That one Muslim can tell that Biafra is the last hope of the black race. You thought he was joking? You will see it.
Nobody, there is no government in the world that can give you that 500% increase in fuel.
So,
And you can fast check me.
I do hear you.
Do you know what is going on? They've compromised practically everyone.
Everywhere.
The media.
The media.
And I'm not sorry. I know you're in the media. I'm not sorry to say it.
No, it's fine. Just
They've
express
compromised the media. They've compromised civil society. They've compromised student union. They've compromised youth groups. They've compromised the religious leaders, traditional leaders. This man has compromised everything.
Everything.
Security, electoral umpire. He has compromised everything.
Everything. Now, let me tell you, the way the man has gone is breathtaking. When Tinubu was appointing Reno Omokri, can't you see how fantastically corrupt Tinubu is? The worst of the worst that he knows cannot even do anything good for you. And because he saw the zeal with which that one was fighting him, he gave him position. If Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is a corrupt person, any position Mazin Nnamdi Kanu wants in this world, Tinubu would have given to him. All these people going to negotiate on it. Let Mazin Nnamdi Kanu come out and tell you all the things that they come to tell him. You will be shocked. If Tinubu can appoint Reno Omokri, go and see all the videos of Reno Omokri about Tinubu. Or go and see all the videos of Fani Kayode about Tinubu and APC. Even the one who stole the election for him, the INEC chairman, he also gave him position. He has compromised everything. Tinubu have made sure he look for everywhere, anywhere, military, judiciary, everything in his pocket. You know the one that shocked him now, that will finish him? He cannot compromise Donald J. Trump, the United States of America. He cannot compromise Mazin Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra spirit and the Biafra movement. You can't compromise us. No. We are whiter than white and whiter than snow. You cannot compromise us. Those you have compromised, Tinubu, believe me, they are not Biafrans. They have Fulani blood in them. All these Chinas and Woru, Chike Doziem, all these Ngozi Orabueze, Ogenkere, all these shameless people that you compromise to put division among us, they are not with us. So no, they are not with us. That's why there's nothing that links them up with Mazin Nnamdi Kanu. There's nothing that connects them with our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The last time you checked, Simon Ekpa was your nightmare. Go back and see. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has always been your nightmare. And that is how it will be until this freedom comes. All the Achikote Kwano that you have compromised, the way you compromise every other thing, we have thrown them out of our boat since. We are rocking down to Biafra. We have discharged them because just like Jonah that was disobeying the voice of God, we needed to throw them into the sea. Maybe a shark that swallows them, we have mercy on them and vomit them by the shores of Biafra. But if you ask me now, Ngozi Orabueze is no longer on those boats that is taking us to Biafra. Chinas and Woru is not on that boat that is taking us to Biafra. Chike Doziem have since been thrown into the river. Ogenkere have been forsaken in the middle of the sea. They will not ride with us. The fish that swallowed them, if he have mercy on them and vomit them by the shores of Biafra, and they are lucky to survive for 3 days inside the belly of the fish like Jonah, so be it. But as it were right now, I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, we are going. The ship is sailing without Jonah. The ship to Biafra, I guarantee you, it is sailing without Jonah. The Jonah in this regard is Ogenkere, Ngozi Orabueze, Chinas and Woru, Chike Doziem, and the rest of them. We are going without them. We have thrown them into the sea. Kazurieha, buffoons everywhere. Look, there's no sentiment. That's why our Prime Minister said that sentiment is not inside this thing. There's no sentiment. No, we're not looking for crowd. We're looking for a few men and women of steel that will stand up, look evil in the face and call it evil. Look integrity in the face and say, I want to have a part of it. Do you remember that message from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? Time has come when we will look integrity in the face and say, I want to have a part of it. You want to be a part of Nigeria, and yet you want to be a part of Biafra. We have collected the lion's share. We've collected the lion's share. Chike Doziem, bomb bastards everywhere. Let's listen to the conclusion of this story from this man.
They've compromised student union, they've compromised youth groups, they've compromised the religious leaders, traditional leaders. This man has compromised everything. Security, electoral umpire, he has compromised everything. So you are calling him president. I see him as an emperor. His Royal Majesty King Tinubu, because what he wants goes. Do you see state governors groveling before this man? This is not how a state is run.
But some opposition, people who have stayed in opposition, even still admire his politics. I mean, I could give an example of Nyesom Wike, who is still a member of the PDP and who is possibly undecided on who would lead. For example, around whether...
You see, how you know that they wear tie, but they don't have brain, no single sense. They are talking about human being. This one, because, you know, when they tell you, he told him that they have compromised the media. And the compromised idiot is there showing him that, yes, I am compromised. You know, the guy told him, I am not sorry to tell you that they have compromised the media. And the media idiot that was compromised is there looking at him and saying, but some people are appreciating his politics. People like Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike. What credibility does Nyesom Wike have? What credibility? You know, I want you to listen to the response he gave to him when he mentioned Nyesom Wike. Listen to the blue-collared compromised journalists. Then you listen to the response he got. Let's hear.
How a state is run.
But some opposition, people who have stayed in opposition, even still admire his politics. I mean, I could give an example of Nyesom Wike, who is still a member of the PDP and who is possibly undecided on who would lead. For example, around whether he should back somebody like former President Jonathan, who people are saying, oh, come back or don't come back. But you find somebody like Nyesom Wike, who has stayed long in the PDP, who still admires his politics and works with him.
If you want to talk about politicians, I would rather we don't talk about Wike. Wike is not a politician. Wike is someone who is using the system. And I don't blame him, because the Nigerian system allows itself to be used. In Senate climes, would you see a Wike in public office?
In a Senate clan, will you see Wike in a public office? In a clan where people are sane, in a clan where people have their brains intact, will you see Wike in a public office? He said, I don't consider Wike to be a politician. Wike is just using the system because he see the way the system is working. In a Senai clan, will you see people like Wike in an office? I just love this response from this guy.
Nyesom Wike, who has stayed long in the PDP, who still admires his politics and works with him.
If you want to talk about politicians, I would rather we don't talk about Wike. Wike is not a politician. Wike is someone who is using the system. And I don't blame him, because the Nigerian system allows itself to be used. In Senate climes, would you see a Wike in public office? Be sincere.
People will say it's being inclusive of the opposition.
You mean the president?
Yes, if he has an opposition party member, because that's the perspective I've heard.
Fantastic. So why is he not being inclusive of the citizens on the street?
Okay.
Why is he not putting them into consideration? Why does he not consider what a parent with 2 kids, 3 kids has to go through to pay school fees, to pay house rent, to buy foodstuff, to buy clothing, to feed? That should be what.
All right. So that's much that interview get bettered for us. And let's go into the proper message. Now, this is the video where these buffoons are now begging Donald J. Trump. Let me show you guys. Are you seeing it? Yeah. So they need iron hand, and Donald Trump brought that iron hand to use to squeeze them and tell them, look, that the same iron hand is coming to Nigeria. You know, and Nigeria own is going to be very tough. You know why? When Raleigh Moore left Abuja, He told them, thank you for speaking with us. Thank you for cooperating. And in their mind, they have told him all the propaganda lies. Who knows the kind of treats they may have given to him, maybe 5-star treatment and all that, what have you. When Raleigh Moore got to America, he told them, when Raleigh Moore got to America, you know what he told them? Fulani. He called them by their real name. Fulani terrorists are responsible for this mayhem, and they are not stopping. Fulani. We'll go to that news. First of all, let's listen to these people. If you go through social media, see what those terrorists are doing in Minnesota. That's what they're doing. How they're insulting Donald Trump, how they are peeing on Donald Trump's picture on his star, and everything about Donald Trump, everything about America, all the videos they have made. Now they are clerics who actually indoctrinated them. Whatever those people are doing on the streets, those Somalians, everything you see them doing on the streets, all those their attitudes, you see them putting up on the street, they learned it from all these people. And of course, Donald Trump must know that everything that you see them doing, just like all these Muslims you see. Like recently, we saw a video of some Muslim people in Yoruba land praising Boko Haram, telling that Boko Haram are the real Muslims. I don't know if that video is still on my X. That Boko Haram are the real Muslims. These are Islamic people in Yoruba land. In Yoruba land. I'm sure you guys have seen the latest one in Lagos market. I don't know the name of the market. They set it ablaze overnight and everywhere. That was yesterday. Everywhere is burning. They are burning their goods and their this December that they know that people need a lot of money and the people are going to celebrate Christmas. They are burning their shops and burning their houses. You know why? Even Yoruba people are doing everything to please these terrorists. Yoruba leaders. Tinubu, Sanwo-Olu, and all of them, they are doing everything to please these terrorists. But when Donald Trump comes to act and when the needful is being done, you will see them just the same way these people will be begging. That's the way they will be begging also. Hello, a call is coming in even before I play the video. Let me take this call from Ifeanyi. Yeah. Ifeanyi. Ndewo.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Ndewo, you are live, eh?
Yes, I know I'm alive.
All right.
My brother, the only thing I can tell you is that you should continue your good work. If you think that nobody's watching you, they are watching you. And you are the only one man standing. You are the only man standing as I'm talking to you right now. Don't understand.
But wait, you say I'm the only man standing. I thought we have divided this work. Where are all the Biafrans now? Have they joined Fulani? Because I'm not seeing them listening to the gospel. Have they all joined Fulani people? Because even if I have only one person listening to me here, I will still be vibrating the way I'm vibrating now. Believe me, I'm not looking at numbers when I'm talking. But I wonder where all the Biafrans are. Where are they? Are they following Tinubu now or Peter Obi?
Yes. Remember one thing that our leader Master Nam can say. Master Nam can say that when you are being perfected on every side, that's when your brain will be on gear. And he told us that he's not going to disappoint us, that we are the one that are going to disappoint us. You should have asked yourself one question. Why is Master Nam looking for 100 men whereby he has more than 50 million people following him? That is the question you should be asking yourself. You know, I was watching your program yesterday, your late night program yesterday. Understand? When Aloy was praising the Eastern politicians and the rest of them, you know, it pissed me off. You are praising terrorists.
Yes.
You know that is the problem that is the problem that Aloy and our Prime Minister had. Recently, our Prime Minister was speaking.
Yes. You remember when Aloy Ejimakor was trying to convince our Prime Minister to listen to Peter Mba? Or convincing our Prime Minister to listen to Peter Mba?
Because Aloy Ejimakor was going to go stage for them to use him and convince our Prime Minister. The only person that is speaking the way our leader Mazen Namkan is speaking is Maxwell. That is the only person that speaks the way our Prime Minister and the leader Mazen Namkan is speaking. But I know in Jumako, whenever you want to speak, he would like to maybe modify his language so that he will not offend anybody. But that is not the way the real Biafran speak. The real Biafran speak the way you are speaking. You tell the person without looking back. Whether the person is your mother or your father or your sister or anybody, don't care. But the only thing you know that you are speaking with you. That is how it is. And Allah Ujumako is not speaking like that because Allah Ujumako is speaking like a politician.
Yes.
And that is not what we want. And that is not going to get us anywhere.
At all, yeah.
You understand?
Exactly.
Nnamdi can never succumb to the pressure of the Nigerian government, neither with to the pressure of the caliphate. That's one thing I want to know.
You know, that's exactly what Maxwell told the newsman. He told the newsman, look, if they want to come for amnesty, they want to talk amnesty to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu would never accept amnesty. Never. For what?
You understand? I want to know one thing. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said that day, the Biafra coming is the last miracle on this planet. And if it did not happen so, it's no longer a miracle. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said at the end that nobody will take the glory. That all the glory, all adoration will be given to Shukwu Kajama, which is the God of the heaven and earth.
Exactly.
You, Pastor Vamavan, will not take the glory. No man born of a woman will take the glory. Rather, God Almighty will take it.
Exactly.
That last miracle is something that is about to happen. And remember what I told you, Pastor Vamavan. I told you that the persecution that our people are about to face, the one they are facing is to what they are about to face. Because the time will come when they will speak for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. The time will come when they will speak for somebody like our Prime Minister. And we are about to enter that era. You understand? Because now Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in the hand of the enemy. Our Prime Minister is in the hand of the enemy. There is nobody to stand in the gap. The only person now that is standing in the gap speaking is you that we are looking, that I'm speaking to right now. You are the only one standing. Even the one that calls himself independent media, Biafra Unite, he's no longer speaking. Rather, he's using AI to analyze his program. Instead of him to come and analyze the program, he will use AI voice to analyze his program. For you to know that indeed Biafra is the last miracle on this planet. You see what is going on now? Nigeria is happy because they thought that the congressman that came to Nigeria is like this man that came to Nigeria when he was on his way going to Nigeria. Nigeria was removed from the country of concern. I've forgotten his name. The Secretary of State when Joe Biden was the president of America. He was on his way coming to Nigeria. Nigeria was immediately removed from country of a particular concern. Do you understand? And the people that came to Nigeria now are the people who know what they feel. And Nigeria thought it's a business as usual for them to cover their atrocities. They look at the way the man is speaking right now. The man said that what he saw in the Benue State alone, that since in his entire life, I have never seen such a thing. You understand? For people to know that our freedom is here. Pastor Vamavan, don't give up.
They will.
And fail. Our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say that if you leave men of steel that never know anything to back down. You understand?
Exactly.
That is what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu He said that he lead men of steel that never know anything to back down. And remember what he said. He said it is only one man and one woman that is remaining. Let them continue. But at the end, that this freedom will be achieved. I want you to know that Biafra will come. Definitely. And I want all the Biafra under the sound of my voice to know that Biafra will come. It says that all hope are lost, but all hope are not lost. Look at this one in the what is it called? Is it Ikwikwi? Remember, look at the program and he does.
Actually, I got a lie one of these days. Oh, again, hey, I know. Go ahead.
We said yesterday that this freedom we are longing for. That one day we are going to get this freedom.
Yes.
That's when he was saying the song that he sang. He said,
I saw the video.
You understand? He was pleading to people to sing that song and sing to him that he wants to play. He said that no matter what happened, that this freedom will come.
Yes.
He said this freedom that we urge for, the freedom we are hungry for, that this freedom will come.
Definitely.
Like he doesn't know when the freedom is, that this freedom is going to come. They talk about the Egyptians, when the Egyptians was persecuting the Israelites, but at the end, they regained their freedom. He said the freedom will come. This freedom we are longing for. He said it will come. You understand? Don't look at anybody. Even if tomorrow the people that you are with today decided to betray, stand still and see the salvation of the Lord.
For sure.
Like Joshua. You see this Egyptians you are seeing today, you will see them no more. You see this Nigerian,
we shall see them no more.
And at the end, freedom will be actualized.
Airborne. Ndewo. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, my brother. Yeah. By the grace of God, we are doing a lot to see that if we game something. Kaina anya. Ana anya. Don't do anya that na. Chukwu okike abiama. Can we man? Now I want you to listen to these people. You see, that's the way they roll. After they have shout, because they have a program. These God-forsaken, evil Sharia mongers, they have a program. And their program is that they want to look. Let me wait before I even play their video. Now, I want to show you something. Before I play this, their beg, for you to know that anything they are begging now, it will not change anything. Their abeg will not change anything. Why do I know that their abeg will not change anything? Because let me show you one of their boys from in Texas. One young man in Texas. I want to show you. Oh my God, there are so many videos. You should not go anywhere. There are so many videos we are going to analyze today. Very, very interesting videos. Now I want to see this video. After I play this video, I'll go back to listen to this one. This one, let me give you an idea of what it is. Palestinian Islamic scholar in Chicago, Mohammed Nusairaf. Are you seeing this video? If you are not seeing it, I have to bring it here. Yeah, okay. It's not even showing completely. It has to be this way so that you will see it. Good. Yes. Palestinian Islamic scholar in Chicago, Mohammed Nusairat. We did not come here to coexist. We did not come here to coexist. We are superior to everyone else and will not be surpassed. No one is above us. If other religions want to live with us, they have to worship Allah. That's what this young man said. Now listen to him. It is not right. It is a video. This guy is a Palestinian Islamic scholar in Chicago. This one is in Chicago. His name is Muhammad Nusairat. Listen to him here, so that you understand that anything those idiots are saying in anything they are saying in what's the name of that place again? In that part of America, trying to convince Donald Trump. They are just deceiving themselves because Donald Trump already knows them. There's a record of everything they do. Now listen to this young one. Listen to him.
Unfortunately, these days we don't repeat this enough, or we don't have this aqidah concept firm in our minds that Islam did not come to coexist. In our minds that Islam did not come to coexist. 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 Islam is Islam لا يعلى. Islam يعلو ولا يعلى عليه. And Islam is raised high and nothing is raised above Islam. We can't think of Islam that it came to live with these other religions in the sense that Islam is a religion amongst those religions and they have a share with the truth. And they have a share of justice. And they have a share of, this worship of Allah, the correct worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam came to correct all of that. Islam came to remove the oppression of all those religions. And it is the only truth, and it is the only way to justice.
Are you hearing that? Islam invasion. He's telling you categorically, without fear or favor, that they are not inferior to any other religion. They came to correct other religion. They did not come to coexist. They came so that you will exist under them. Even if they came and they beg you to give them asylum, you give them asylum. You that gave them asylum, they are telling you that they are superior to you. You have to bow to them. Do you want me to play it again? Did you understand what he said? Do you understand what he said? That's the mentality of Fulani jihadists. That's the mentality of the Sultan of Sokoto. That's the mentality of Gumi. Are you guys following? They didn't come to coexist. They don't care about coexisting. That Ilhan Omar that is telling you democracy, they don't believe in democracy. No. Because democracy is the government of the people, by the people, or whatever you call them. Their own is not. They are the crazy ones that want to craze you with your democracy. They will blow you with your democracy. You must submit your democracy to them. They are superior to you. You have to bow to them. That's exactly. He told you verbatim, we did not come to coexist. I want to repeat that again so that it will sink in. Because you need to sink in. You understand what we are up against. And Donald Trump is already aware of this nonsense.
Unfortunately, these days we don't repeat this enough, or we don't have this aqidah concept firm in our minds that Islam did not come to coexist. Islam is Islam لا يعلى. Islam يعلو ولا يعلى عليه. Islam is raised high and nothing is raised above Islam. We can't think of Islam that it came to live with these other religions in the sense that Islam is a religion amongst those religions and they have a share with the truth. And they have a share of justice. And they have a share of, this worship of Allah, the correct worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Islam came to correct all of that. Islam came to remove the oppression of all those religions, and it is the only truth, and it is the only way to justice.
Are you seeing that?
Unfortunately, these days we don't.
Yeah. So you need to put that to your mind while you will be watching this other video and see how these bastards are begging and pleading as if they mean it. No, they don't mean it. Because if you accept their plea, at the end of the day, you must surrender to them because they are superior to you. Before I go on, if you go to Saudi Arabia and in the other parts of Arab world, look at what they are telling some of you Americans, Finland and all what have you. These people, those ones that are modern, the modernized ones in Saudi Arabia, some of them that are even, so big that all these other people, they drive them away. You can go and do that Islam somewhere else. At the end of the day, you will still come back. At least all of them come to Saudi Arabia to come and worship their God. They have been deceived to believe all those nonsense. Now, listen to what those at the top of leadership in Saudi and in UAE and all the listening to their, because those ones they have seen life. They are businessmen. They are doing business with Donald Trump. They are managers of big companies. Listen to what they are telling some of the Western countries that have permitted Muslim Brotherhood into their neighborhood, into their country. He's telling them, you people cannot be more Islamic than me. You cannot be more Arabic than me. You don't know them more than we. We know them. We rejected them. Like some of these people, they rejected Gumi. They know the scripture of Iran, of Quran, more than Gumi. And they rejected Gumi. They sent him out. They rejected the Muslim Brotherhood. They sent them out. They don't want them to come and corrupt their own side. They are just very light in their own approach to the Islamic laws. They want development. They want progress in their own side. It doesn't mean that they are not Muslims. And they are also practicing Sharia within them in their country. That's why in their country, they don't allow you to build church. You just come in and follow their system. They're not going to massacre you. They're not going to, but your own way of life, fine, but you will bow to their own system within their system and their culture. You can't come and change them with your own doctrine. But these extremists, they chase them away. And they are telling you, why are you accepting these extremists that will chase away? Are you going to be more Arabic than us? Are you going to be more Islamic than us? You're going to destroy yourselves by allowing them to come in among you. Now, I want you to listen to him while he's saying this. He's saying this to a British person. Listen to what these senior Arab, what do you call them? Those, the ones that are their kings. What do you call them? They are monarchs. The monarchy of the Arab world. Those billionaires. This guy sitting down here is a billionaire. Those billionaires. Listen to what he's telling this confused English man, that maybe tomorrow you will see him supporting free Palestine, down Israel, free Palestine. He's not telling them. And they have deals with Israel, this particular Arab king. And they have dealings with Israel. They meet with Benjamin Netanyahu. They have no problem with him. But all these extremists, they are the ones shouting and burning the flag of Israel. And they're telling you, all those people burning flags of Israel and flag of America, chase them out of your country. We did not allow them into our country. Why do you allow them? Listen to him.
You're allowing it to happen. You can put rules and regulation. Deport those Islamists. Do not let them harm your children. Do not let them harm your society, your community. Do not let them be the people who wake up on the 8th of October, for example, and tell you to boycott Challah, attack a Jewish restaurant just for being a Jew. And they justify it and they allow it. Don't be. This is your country. This is your civilization. You cannot be Muslim more than me. You will not be more Arab than I. So why is it that I banned the Muslim Brotherhood and you haven't? Why is it the fact that Islamic Relief is banned in UAE and it's banned in Mecca, but is allowed in Paris and in London? So there is a lot of questions to be asked. You're allowing it to happen. You can put rules and regulation. Deport those Islamists.
You are allowing it to happen. You can put rules. Deport those Muslims. Deport them. Deport those Islamists. This is coming from a UAE, the emir, the leaders in UAE. Deport them. They are telling them in London, deport them.
You're allowing it to happen. You can put rules and regulation.
You can put rules and regulations. You are the ones allowing them to happen to you. You can put rules and regulations.
Deport those Islamists.
Deport those Islamists.
Do not let them harm your children.
Do not let them harm your children.
Do not let them harm your society, your community.
Do not let them harm your society, your community. Do not let them harm your society and your community.
Your society, your community. Do not let them be the people who wake up on the 8th of October, for example, and tell you to boycott Challah, attack a Jewish restaurant just for...
Do not let them be the one to tell you to boycott this or boycott that, attack a Jewish community. Do not let them be the ones controlling you. Deport them.
To boycott Challah, attack a Jewish restaurant just for being a Jew, and they justify it and they allow it. Don't be. This is your country. This is your
This is your country. This is your civilization.
civilization. You cannot be Muslim more than me.
You cannot be Muslim more than me. Are you hearing it? You cannot be Muslim more than me.
You will not be more Arab than I.
You will not be more Arab than I. This is an Arab man talking to an English fool. An Arab man talking to an English... Oh! What is this? Oh.
Not be Muslim more than me. You will not be more Arab than I. So why is it that I banned the Muslim Brotherhood?
Why is it that I banned the Muslim Brotherhood and you haven't banned them? Why? You cannot be Arab more than me. You cannot be more Muslim more than me. Why is it that me, that is more Arab than you, more Muslim than you, I banned the Muslim Brotherhood, but you haven't banned them? Why? It shock you?
So why is it that I banned the Muslim Brotherhood and you haven't? Why is it the fact that Islamic Relief is banned in UAE?
Why is it that Islamic what? Let me hear him very well. Why is it that Islamic Relief is banned in UAE? That is, you know what it means? Islamic Relief. Why is it that all these stipends they give to them, all this money they give to all those terror, all those hardliners, they ban it in UAE? They don't give them those kind of help that will encourage them to go into hardcore or hardline Islamism. Why is it that we ban it in UAE, but you don't ban it in your own side of the divide? Why? Why?
So why is it that I banned the Muslim Brotherhood and you haven't? Why is it the fact that Islamic Relief is banned in UAE and it's banned in Mecca?
It's even banned in Mecca. Mecca is the Medina where they go to pray, where they go to worship their God. They banned it in that place. And you have, oh God. Hey, Chineke. How can we open your head and put this thing inside? No, how else do we want to do it? Alex Stubb. Alex Stubb, President of Finland. Petteri Orpo, Prime Minister of Finland. Are you listening? All you scholars, shameless people that are going after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, going after Simon Ekpa, condemn Simon Ekpa to 6 years imprisonment because he actually is speaking up against these bastard marauders and these blood-sucking demons. And you think you can convict him and then do other... And this is an Islamic man, an Arab man telling you, are you going to be more Arab than I am? Or more Islamic than I am? What is wrong with you people? You people are just sick in your heads. They look at you and they laugh at you.
Muslim Brotherhood and you haven't. Why is it the fact that Islamic Relief is banned in UAE and it's banned in Mecca, but is allowed in Paris and in London?
But it's allowed in Paris and it's allowed in London. Why? Why? Can you answer him why?
It's banned in UAE and it's banned in Mecca, but is allowed in Paris and in London. So it's, yeah, there is a lot of questions to be asked.
There's a lot of questions to be asked. I hope you are listening. Now, there's another video from him, another video I saw from him. I want to play that. Look at this monkey, this one. I will play his own so that you will see how confused some of our people are already. Now listen to the same guy. That's this guy that you just listened to. I want you to listen to him on this one now.
You speaking?
I want to listen to him on this one.
The ones in Gaza, they didn't speak peace. If they wanted peace, they just dropped the guns and that's it. They release the hostages and that's it. For 2 years, what language you speak in? French, Arabic, what language Hamas speaks? Death, 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 death. For 2 years, if you care about the Palestinian, you see the children are starving, what do? You drop whatever is in your hand.
He's talking about those ones in Gaza that you people are protesting for. If you go to Finland, protesting, Palestinian, free Palestinian. You go to Paris, free Palestinian, free Palestinian. You go to London, free Palestinian. You go to Germany. Now they are overwhelming them. Now all of them are waking up. I saw them in Finland. They were shouting, no more invasion, no more invasion. I'll play that one for you. In Finland, though. And they just sentenced our prime minister to 6 years for the same thing. Bunch of morons. Listen to him here.
The ones in Gaza, they didn't speak peace. If they wanted peace, they just drop the guns and that's it. Release the hostages and that's it. For 2 years, what language you speak in? French, Arabic, what language Hamas speaks? Death, 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 death. For 2 years, if you care about the Palestinian, you see the children are starving, what do? You drop whatever is in your hand. For the sake of what? To save lives, to save the people, to save children, to save women. What happened to Japan? Japan was bombarded by a nuclear, and Japan still could have gone for resistance. We are the alliance of resistance, and countries around Japan would have actually helped, even if China and all this probably would have done so. But what happened? Japan thought it's time to put your hand for peace, negotiate with your enemy, with your own killer, with your own genocider. You like all these terminologies? With your own settlers. You like it? With your own Zionist. You like it? Are you happy? Yes. Put your hand for peace. Do it like Japan. Be brave as those leaders. What happened after that? Where is Japan right now? Is invading the United States of America through technology. Every home in United States has some Japanese facilities or technology they are using. And who is protecting Japan right now?
USA.
From North Korea, the biggest alliance. Who is it? Who is it? The United States of America. Biggest alliance, biggest friend, the supporter of Japan right now. Yesterday's enemy. We don't say make your enemy as your friend. If you can't make them a friend, make them a frenemy. Just a frenemy. Until you find a middle ground for this.
Have you seen that? Less word on that, you have heard it. So let me go and bring you those beggars that Donald Trump is going to teach a lesson very soon. Let's go and see them where they are all. The same people that made them fanatics. You come and see them. Oh, this boy. Okay, let's listen to this boy before we go to, so that where this white lady actually corrected this bingo. Listen to this bingo. You listen to the bingo and then you hear the white lady that corrected him.
With my life,
Listen.
I would trust a.
Shut up your mouth. Let me give it volume so that myself I will hear your nonsense. Where's the okay? Listen to him, oh. Ndishoji, don't listen to him. He would rather have a Muslim as a friend than to have a Christian as a friend. This one. Listen to him, oh.
I would trust a Muslim with my life before any Christian of any race. And
He said would rather trust a Muslim with his life than to trust any Christian of any race. He would rather trust a Muslim with his life than he would trust any Christian of any race. You understand? Who is going to tell him? Somebody actually told him. Now listen to him. Listen to him.
I would trust a Muslim with my life before any Christian of any race. And you want to know why?
Please educate me.
Muslims didn't put my ancestors in chains.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
And drag them from Africa across the Atlantic.
He said Muslim didn't put his ancestors to chains and drag them to the Atlantic. I know the white people, the Christian, they did that. I know, but that wouldn't make you to say that you would rather trust a Muslim, because the Muslims did worse. They did worse, and he's about to be schooled now. Now watch it. I'll have to start it up fresh. Watch it and see how he said some things that he understands without knowing the real truth of the other people he wants to trust. Now listen to this.
I would trust a Muslim with my life before any Christian of any race. And you want to know why?
Please educate me.
Muslims didn't put my ancestors in chains.
Are you sure? Are you sure about that?
And drag them from Africa across the Atlantic and brought us to the Americas to be enslaved.
I really hate to break this to you, but Muslims enslaved more African people than any other religions combined. It has a name. The Arab-Muslim slave trade, also known as trans-Saharan or Eastern slave trade, lasted over 1300 years, from the 7th century till the 20th or even early 21st century in some regions. 18 million of African people were enslaved by Muslims. 18 million. That's what else they did. They enslaved.
Not only did Muslims enslave more Africans than the West, in fact, it was Muslims that taught them how to even enslave people. It was Muslims that taught these white people, these Western people, how to enslave. And you know that to even make it worse, till now that me and you are talking, there are Senegalese slaves in some Arab countries. There are some some Ugandan slaves, Kenyans, Somalis. Some of them slaves. They are slaves, so still till tomorrow in all this Arab world. You go to Saudi Arabia, go to Kuwait, you go to all these places, you see some black slaves, and most of them, they even, while they sleep, they harvest their organs without them even knowing it. Some of them, they do anything to them because they are still slaves till today. Mr. Maponga, that's a black guy from from South Africa. So there's one of his videos I watched. I don't know why I didn't share that video. I would have played it now because it would have been relevant for this particular message. The trans-Arab slave trade, they dealt with more slave trade than the West, all combined, the Muslims. Now you say you want to trust them. And then after that slave trade, they still continue. What they do is they operate by conquer. They conquer land to land, conquering places. Most of the places, countries where there were Christianity before, they conquered all those places and took over those places, and they are now Islamic world today. They continue by conquer, and that's exactly what they wanted to do in Minnesota, in America. That's the intention of the Somalis in Minnesota, is that they were going to occupy that place, take over, and then from there begin to take over the whole of America. That's their intention. Okay? So, and I love it that this white lady actually educated him, and let's see how that education lasted. Let's see. Just listen to the education from this white lady. I think the lady even looks Arab in her appearance.
And brought us to the Americas to be enslaved.
I really hate to break this to you, but Muslims enslaved more African people than any other religions combined. It has a name. The Arab-Muslim slave trade, also known as Trans-Saharan or Eastern slave trade, lasted over 1300 years.
1300 years.
From the 7th century till the 20th or even early 21st century in some regions. 18 million of African people were enslaved by Muslims.
18 million.
18 million. That's what else they did. They enslaved my people. 10 million Slavic people were sold into slavery.
Okay, she's
by
a Slavic.
Vikings and Muslims. 10 million. Where do you think word slave is coming from? Slave, Slavic people. I think we are much safer with Christians, to be honest with you.
She told him, I think we are more safer with Christians. So that's a bit of education there for my black brother, this OG. All right, let me go and get you the beggars. Then after the beggars, we're going to play. That one is Finland. That Finland. Oh, we're going to go there. Let's see those. This one. These are the people we are looking for. Ndara.
And disappointment. We accept the president's words. They came from a place of anger and disappointment. I'm sure many Americans feel the same way.
The president was right to let loose his feelings. It shocked us into understanding the severity of the harm our people caused.
These criminals betrayed America's welcoming spirit. The scale of these crimes has stained the reputation of American Somalis.
America's freedoms allowed us to build a unique community here in Minnesota. In return, we must promise to weed out any evil living among us.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
Are you see? They are taking responsibility. It doesn't mean that they have repented, though. That's why I know Donald J. Trump must be wiser than anyone to allow these people and give them breathing space and allow them to continue to spread without nipping on the bud. Any one of them that is illegal, deport them. Any one of them that are even their citizens, if they are found to have breached the citizenship law and they have gone contrary to it, deport them all the same, send them away. And those that will remain, you will control, put them under surveillance, 24-hour surveillance. It doesn't matter how much you spend, but make sure they are under very serious surveillance. Serious surveillance. Listen to them. Listen how all of them are begging now. They are begging. They are taking responsibilities.
This evil came from within our community. And so, as an honorable community, we take responsibility. We must correct this wrongdoing.
The only way to regain the trust of this nation is to root out crime, stay humble, and be forever grateful. That's the premise.
So, as honorable Somalis, we are going to take on the responsibility of apologizing to all Americans. We are deeply, deeply sorry.
The shame of this will haunt us forever. And hopefully over time you will come to forgive us. Thank you.
Are you seeing it? I don't know when they did this video, but all I know is that they are begging. Whether it was before Donald Trump and they are bringing the video out now, or after Donald Trump action, that they are bringing the video out now to make it look like it is, whatever it is, these people are chameleons that you can never trust. Never. Trust them at your own peril. Trust them at your own peril. Now, I'm going to be showing you videos upon videos now that you will now understand how this revolution is going to happen, because the awareness is going massive. Let me start from the bottom. Let's take this video and then we'll begin to listen to.
Well, you know.
Now let's listen to some of these videos and then okay. All right. Let's continue.
In Cord North of Nigeria, during Ramadan, the last Ramadan, schools were closed down. In Cord North of Nigeria, during Ramadan, the last Ramadan, schools were closed down in 3 to 4 states. Schools, secondary schools, high schools were closed down for 1 month. So when they tell you that, well, you know, Sharia is only for Muslims, it's not going to affect Christians, it's a big fat lie.
Yeah.
So the children of the Christians in those schools, where were they during the lockdown? Apart from that, during Ramadan fast, in the Cord North, although you are not fasting as a Christian, they will beat the hell out of you if you eat in public.
Okay.
You eat anything in public. Did you get that?
As a non-Muslim, you will
as
be
a non-Muslim.
Yep.
You will be beaten in Cord North of Nigeria.
Are you following it? You know, recently, the shameless lying Sultan of Sokoto said that the Sharia in the north does not affect, it's not for the Christians. And this man who lives in the north is telling you how the thing is dealing with them. They close down their schools when they are having their Ramadan fast on, and you are a Christian and you are in that school. You must obey. Your school is closed down, so the Sharia is affecting you. They are having their fasting. Their own fasting, you know. I am a Christian. I am not fasting. And I live in Sokoto, and Sokoto people are fasting in their Sharia fast. And I buy chocolate to eat, or I buy bread to eat. They catch me eating bread because they are fasting. They will beat the hell out of me. And you tell me that the Sharia does not affect me? If we want to live we must break that shameless, evil country. Break it to save lives. So anybody in that part of the world that want to remain there and enjoy their Sharia, you will be there and enjoy your Sharia. You understand? If you want to live there, you feel that your life is okay there, that like some people that are in Saudi Arabia, they must obey the law of Saudi Arabia because it's an Islamic state. Nigeria is not an Islamic state. If you want to make Nigeria an Islamic state, then you must know that everybody that doesn't want to be part of your Islamic system must have to go. That is the simplest way, and it must be that way. It must be that way because already they are saying that they will fight to make sure that Sharia law remains in their constitution. They will fight to make sure that Donald Trump does not do anything against the Sharia law. Okay, for us to end it and not to fight, for Donald Trump to secure Christians, it means that Christians must have their own place of security, not to be a part of your charade of nonsense. Do you understand? That's why everybody must go their separate ways. I want this thing to play again so that you understand how these people lie. You will see the Sultan of Sokoto lying. Sharia is not for Christians. It is only for Muslims. Listen to this Christian living in their Sharia north.
In Corn North of Nigeria, during Ramadan, the last Ramadan, schools were closed down in 3 to 4 states. Schools, secondary schools, high schools were closed down for 1 month. So when they tell you that, well, you know, Sharia is only for Muslims, it's not going to affect Christians, it's a big fat lie.
Yeah.
So the children of the Christians in those schools, where were they during the lockdown? Apart from that, during Ramadan fast, in the Corn North, although you are not fasting as a Christian, they will beat the hell out of you if you eat in public. You eat anything in public. Did you get that?
As a non-Muslim, you will
as
be
a non-Muslim.
Yep.
You will be beaten in Corn North.
That's it. Let's go for another video. Are you following that? That's what's happening to our Christian brothers. So leave this one. Now, this our sister also has something to say about Sharia here.
Sharia law is Iranian here with another pro tip for anyone who's not from the Middle East. Sharia law is not compatible with Western civilization and should be banned from every single non-Islamic country. If someone tells you that Sharia law is just about modesty and being kind, they're either lying to you or they have no idea what they're talking about. Sharia isn't about spirituality. It's a political system that dictates every aspect of your life, from what you eat, to what you wear, to what you're even allowed to think. Sharia also doesn't believe in equality before the law. It has different legal rights for men versus women and Muslims versus infidels. So the next time someone tells you Sharia is just another legal system, ask them why leaving Islam is punishable by death and a woman's testimony is worth only half of a man's. And now you know. Iranian here.
Now you know. Now you know. I hope you heard that. I don't need to analyze it more because there's a lot of videos here that I need to bring to you. Wow, this one here is a long one, but you need to hear it. Boom. Finally, America has a leader speaking the truth out loud. If we don't stop this Islamic takeover, we will soon be the United Caliphate of America. Make no mistake, this is part of the deep state's globalist agenda that aims to destroy this country through mass Islamic migration. Islam isn't a race, it is a political ideology and it's a cult. Senator Tommy Tuberville just delivered one of the most unapologetic, flawed speeches in modern American history, calling out jihadist violence, mass migration failures, Somali fraud network, and the political class that enabled it all. For years, patriots were smeared as racist or Islamophobic for sounding the alarm. Today, a sitting U.S. senator just said what millions of Americans have known. A deranged jihadist shot 2 of our National Guardsmen just steps from the White House. Minnesota's Somali fraud network stole billions in taxpayers' money with funds funneled overseas. Political leaders like Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar looked the other way while it happened. Mass unvetted migration has created national security threats in our own neighborhoods. Islamic supremacy is incompatible with American values when it rejects assimilation and promotes dominance. Top Vvil's message could not be clearer. If you come here to break our laws, defraud our government, or destroy our way of life, we do not want you here. For the first time in decades, someone on the Senate floor is naming the threat without euphemism and demanding action before America ends up like Europe, overwhelmed, destabilized, and forced to fight for its cultural survival. Patriots, this is the moment we've been waiting for. The dam is breaking. The truth is finally being spoken in the open. Some of America is finally pushing back. Very important you hear this yourself.
Our great
15
country.
minutes. Get your popcorn, sit down very tight, and listen to this 15 minutes of a sermon from a U.S. sitting senator. Very, very important. And it's happening at time. I told you it is a global revolution. As this news is coming out from America, Europe is bracing up. The patriots in different countries, just like in Finland, I'm going to bring you that one, don't go anywhere. Just like in Finland, now they are blowing the trumpet, they are rising and they're saying, no more invasion, no more Islamic migration. They want to take their country back. And we are telling them, some people are advising them, Russia is not going to invade you. You are not going to say because of Europe, because Europe is allowing these people in, and you need NATO, you need EU. That is why you are softening down. That's why you have to sell your birthrights to allow a terrorist like the vice president of Nigeria. What's that his name again? A terrorist like, what's the name of that their vice president in Nigeria again? Was that the shameless name again of the vice president of Tinubu? Shetima. A terrorist like Shetima shake hands with Alexander Stubb, and then you now allow them to sentence your friend, your brother, one that represents your interest, one that is your ally, your brother. Simon Ekpa is your brother, in case you don't know. He has a Finnish son. He had a Finnish wife. He is indebted into your culture. He was in your military, trained as a reserve. Yet, you convicted him because you had a handshake with the devil. The vice president of Nigeria is just another Boko Haram. And you allowed your judgment upon your citizen because of a Boko Haram vice president. Shame on you, Alex Stubb. You need to repent and apologize to Simon Ekpa. You need to repent, seriously, and apologize to Simon Ekpa. Let me allow this message to ring. Let Biafrans hit the like button, share. Be tagging Alexander Stubb every minute of the way as he will listen to this message coming out from the Congress House in the United States of America. Let's go with this.
I came to the floor earlier this year to warn of the imminent threat that Islam poses to our great country. Unfortunately, that threat turned into reality just a few weeks ago when a deranged jihadist shot two of our National Guardsmen just steps from the White House. Just before Thanksgiving, Specialist Sarah Backstrom and Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf were on patrol near the White House when they were attacked by a Biden-imported Afghan Islamist. A 29-year-old jihadist radically, viciously attacked them, killing Specialist Backstrom and leaving Staff Sergeant Wolf in critical condition. He's still fighting for his life today. Our prayers go out to him and his family. So let's make it very clear. The Afghan terrorist attacked these two soldiers because that is what Islam teaches. The Quran says to kill all infidels. That means all people who don't believe in Islam. So let's not mince words about this. Islamists want every single American, and especially Christians, Americans, they want them dead. In 2021, Joe Biden orchestrated the botched Afghan withdrawal, which was one of the most embarrassing days in our country's history. 13 American soldiers lost their lives as a direct result of the Biden's disastrous, misinformed leadership. Not to mention, he empowered the Taliban, who came crawling out of the hills to back control of Afghanistan. To make matters worse, Joe Biden then allowed more than 190,000, repeat that, 190,000 unvetted Afghans into this country, no questions asked. So, not to mention the more than $7 billion in equipment that was left behind for the Taliban, which is, by the way, is now showing up all over the world after it's been sold. These potential terrorists are now living amongst us, residing in our neighborhoods, going to our kids' schools, and mooching off our taxpayers' benefits. That withdrawal was an embarrassment and a stain on our country. The 29-year-old deranged terrorist who shot 2 National Guardsmen in D.C. was working with the CIA in Afghanistan and was part of an elite unit that was supposed to be helping fight our nation's enemies. Clearly, this person was deranged and should never have been allowed to work with our intelligence agencies or to come to the U.S., where he viciously attacked 2 American guardsmen. While chanting Allahu Akbar, make no mistake, this is part of the deep state's globalist agenda that aims to destroy this country through mass Islamic migration. Where's the outrage from the people in this chamber? I hadn't heard it. If we don't do something to stop this Islamic takeover of our country, we will soon be called the United Caliphate of America. If the previous administration prioritized protecting American citizens instead of inviting terrorists to our country, Sarah Backstrom may still be alive today. Thanks to President Trump, a travel ban has been placed on Afghans along with people from 18 other third world countries, including Somalia. And I've got a message to the immigrants from these Islamist countries. If you hate this country, refuse to go by our laws, and chant death to America, it's time to go home. There's a lot of good people that come from Middle Eastern countries and go by our laws and assimilate with our culture. But if you come here otherwise, it's time to go home. The Trump administration is also prioritizing the deportation of Afghans who are already here illegally. You know, I'm 100% behind President Trump's effort to rid of all the Islamists who hate our country, as I just previously said. Take advantage of the system when you come here. Don't defraud our government. Don't come here to try to destroy us. Assimilate with the Americans in this country to make our country better. We should be welcoming immigrants who are willing to assimilate with our culture and to contribute to our society. That's what we want. Being in this country is a privilege, not a right. If you're an immigrant coming to this country, you need to leave your old way of life and the traditions behind and come here and work with us. Unfortunately, many of the Islamists who are here are not doing that. They're doing whatever they can to turn our country into the third world hellhole that they came from. We are different. We want a great country, not a third world country. These foreigners don't understand what this country stands for. This country owes you nothing but an opportunity to succeed. It doesn't owe you a handout. Islamist immigrants come to this country with a sense of entitlement. And that's what this country's not about. We'll give you a hand, but not everything. They believe the American people owe them something, and we don't owe anybody anything. They take advantage of our system. If this is your attitude, we don't want you here. We want you to help this country become better. The Somali population in Minnesota, as we've been watching on the news for the last few days, is an example of a group that thinks they're entitled to take anything they want from the American people and force Americans to bow to their will. Somali immigrants in Minnesota were recently caught stealing more than $1 billion and counting from American taxpayers. Stealing. They pretended to be using the money to feed children or help people with autism, but really they were stealing. They were stealing the money and sending it to terrorists in Somalia, all proven. This is pure evil, and it's straight from the pit of hell. Terrorists are driving around in Toyota Land Cruisers in Somalia, bought and paid for by the American taxpayers. Fox News recently reported that members of Minnesota's Democratic Representative Ilhan Omar's inner circle, people working for her, were personally profiting from this fraud. Omar held at least one event at one of the restaurants named in the massive fraud scheme. And by the way, one Congresswoman, Omar staffers, has already been convicted for his role in the fraud. It runs very deep. All of this is taking place inside of Omar's congressional district, and she's doing everything she can to defend these Somalia criminals. These people were empowered by woke and clueless so-called Governor Tim Walz, whose government handed the funds to these Somalia criminals, turned a blind eye. For example, one of the scams run by the Somalia nonprofit disguised itself as a housing assistant program. Sounds great. The initial budget for this program was $2.6 million. However, the annual budget quickly increased to over $100 million due to fake billing and fraud. And whose money is that? The American taxpayers. There were red flags all over the place. Tim Walz had every opportunity to see this, investigate, and stop this fraud and corruption. Instead, he looked the other way. That makes him complicit. He should go to jail for this. Anybody else would. And now he's trying to deflect by calling those who are angry about the Somalian fraud racist. Sure they do. That's the word they always use. This has nothing to do with racism. Somali immigrants stole more than $1 billion and counting from the American taxpayers. Again, proven. That should make every single American's blood boil. Democrats invite terrorists from all over the world into this country. They let them steal our benefits, enjoy our schools, overrun our hospitals, vote in our elections, and then steal our tax dollar to send back to their home countries to fund terrorism. By the way, I've seen all of these woke Democrats like Omar calling Somalia a wonderful place. If it's such a wonderful place, why doesn't she move back? If Somalia is all that, why is the terrorist group Al-Shabaab murdering Somalian civilians by the masses? And why is the capital of Somalia considered to be one of the most dangerous capitals in the world due to frequent terrorist bombings, targeting killings, and ambushes? That sounds like a place no one would ever want to visit or live. Predictably, Somalians often flee their country, and woke Democrats welcome these often unvetted individuals with open arms to the United States through illegal programs. But they make no attempt to adapt to the way in our American lives. Instead, they try to turn whatever American city they are hiding out in into Somalia 2.0. Thankfully, the Trump administration is working around the clock to reverse the evil open borders agenda that was allowed to thrive under Joe Biden's administration. Look, despite what the woke media will tell you, President Trump is not anti-immigration. President Trump is incentivizing and welcoming immigrants into the country who are going to come here to contribute and assimilate and love our country like we do. That's what we're all about. And if that is not you, if they don't want to do that, again, we don't want you here. The Trump administration has worked tirelessly this year to arrest and deport millions of illegals brought into the country by the Biden administration. Patriotic Americans are thankful for the work with DHS and ICE of what they're doing to clean up our streets. If we don't take this threat seriously, more terrorist attacks will take place, more stories of third world Islamists defrauding our country and using tax dollars to fund terrorism against the United States will become commonplace. DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, released a report not long ago about the imminent threat of terrorism that is facing our country. It's here. The recent terrorist attack in D.C. may just be the beginning of Islamic plans to destroy this country. The 29-year-old psychopath who did this should be hung in the streets. We need to send a message to every terrorist hiding out in this country just waiting to attack. We're not going to put up with this nonsense. You will be punished to the fullest extent of the law if you commit violence against American citizens. It's time to wake up, and it's time for all Americans to speak up. This is not a Democrat or Republican issue. This is an American issue. That's why I raised hell when I heard the Islam Academy of Alabama was looking to build a bigger campus in Hoover, Alabama just last week. You know, I looked at their website. They openly admit that they teach the Quran. The Quran teaches that it is righteous to kill anyone who is not a Muslim. Think about that. The media is calling me a racist for calling this out. Radical Islam isn't a race. It is a political ideology, and it is a cult. So no, I'm not a racist, and people back in Alabama agree with me. I was proud to see hundreds of Alabamians show up to protest at the zoning meeting where the building proposal was being considered. I was asked about it, and I said the only place this Islamic Academy should be moving is out of Alabama and out of our country. We don't want that taught. Come here and assimilate with our laws. Go by our laws, nobody else's. As a result, this Islamic school withdrew their proposal. This is an example of what's going to take to defeat this poisonous ideology. This is an example of what we do not want to deal with. It's going to take all of us, red-blooded Americans, coming together and saying enough is enough. Europe has lost the war of immigration. It is no longer recognizable in a lot of the countries in Europe. Mass immigration by Islamists has ruined their way of life. They turned a blind eye, like we are at the moment, and are going to have to fight in the streets to get their countries back. It's coming. And that is exactly what's going to happen in this country.
Are you hearing that? Europe are going to fight on the streets to get their country back. Believe me, that's just the truth. That's just the truth. In London, that is guaranteed. They must fight on the streets to get their country back. Yeah? In France, France will go. France will just vanish. In Spain, the same thing. In Sweden no longer exists. Sweden, they will take over Sweden. Finland, if you don't wake up now, except now that you're waking up. In Italy have been able to try to curtail them, but there are so many of them here in Italy. We have a good prime minister. We have a very fantastic prime minister. With the way she's going, I think she'll be able to curtail it. You know, we have a lot of intel in Italy, you know, on how to handle this immense, you know, overwhelming of these people. You know, we have to be, America has to wake up to their own, you know, right now and do it. Otherwise, they will overwhelm you. In Biafra land, we try to curtail it. And we have been able to do that so far. And that's why I saw a priest administering prayers to Hope Uzodinma. A priest. That priest, you will hear from us. Hope Uzodinma have welcomed terrorists into Biafra land, have made sure that they shed blood in Biafra land. Hope Uzodinma must be sent out of Biafra land. And anybody that associates with Hope Uzodinma, you will have Biafran people to answer to. You forget the judgment that will come upon you for associating with Hope Uzodinma. Right. So let me allow this man to finish, and then I will play some other videos and leave it there.
In a few short years, if we don't act now to save our country and our way of life, I achieved the greatest honor of my life this year, receiving the title of grandfather to Rosie Grace, my first granddaughter. And I want her to grow up in the same America that I had the opportunity and privilege to grow up in. If we don't stand up now, our grandchildren's future is going to be lost forever. We have to draw the line in the sand. You're either an American who loves this country or you're not. It is the job of the DOJ.
You are either an American that loves the country or you're not. You are either a Biafran that loves Biafra or you are not. Simple as ABC.
The DHS, the FBI, to arrest these people, these terrorists, these radical terrorists, and either put them in jail or send them home. Now's the time. We do not need to let the clock run out on us. Let's do not be Europe. Next year may be too late. Mr. President, I yield the floor.
Can you imagine? He said, let us not be Europe. Let us not be Europe. He said his grandchild, he doesn't want his grandchild to grow up and see a different type of America, but to grow up in the kind of America where he grew up in. There's a video I just shared while I was, oh my God, you need to see these people. Look at the kind of Islam, the kind of culture, the kind of God they are serving. A very nymphomatic God. Before I play that to show you, I want to show you what's happening in Finland. Show you what's happening in Finland. This is Finland. They are rising up to the occasion in Finland. They are rising up to the occasion in Finland, and they're having it. They've had enough.
Vaihtoehtoja on tasan kaksi, sukupuutto tai paluumuutto. Minä kysynkin nyt teiltä, kumman te valitsette? Hyvää itsenäisyyspäivää, suomalaiset! Vaihtoehtoja on tasan kaksi, sukupuutto.
Are you seeing that? So those of you that understand Finnish, you can come into the program and help us interpret. They're standing up and they're saying they've had enough and they want to have their country back. Or they go into extinction. Or they go into extinction. That's Finland for you. Now, why should I even play this? Honestly, this might be, maybe next time I'll play this. This is not part of what I've come here to do. You know, it's just pathetic. Yeah. Somebody says, should Islam be banned from all 50 states before we run out? Yes or no? This is this other woman is powerful. Bridget, I think Bridget is her name. She's from Lebanon. She's doing a lot to create awareness. She has been doing it for years now. And let's hear what she had to say here. She brought out, they have a plan, a 100 years plan to infiltrate America and take over from within. That's exactly what they're doing. Now, before I play this woman, there's a video I just shared. Now, I want to bring that video up very quickly before I come back to this lady. I want to see this video. These are the kind of people that are already, oh, I shared it now, didn't I? Goodness me. Hold on. Oh, I didn't share that video. I thought I shared it. Wait, I need to refresh. 1 minute. I need to refresh. I think I shared it. Let me refresh so that I have that video. The video I want to show you guys. Let me refresh first so that I will have it back. Very important video. You see sheriffs on uniform. Sheriffs on uniform, actually, they are, let me refresh it. They are inviting people to come for a meeting where they're having yeah, that's it. I shared it. I have it. Where they're having Islamic cleric. If you have this kind of people in your military, you are cooked. This is in America. It shows how cooked you are. You are cooked, I'm telling you. You are cooked. These are Somalis.
Imam from Ohio.
They are telling you about a imam that is coming from Ohio. They're advertising for an imam that will come to radicalize them. And they are sheriffs with God. You have already given them, your life is already in their hands.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. CSO Abdullah here with the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Moon Media invites you to an event tomorrow at 1821 University Avenue West in St. Paul, 2 to 4 p.m. So please make sure you attend that event.
If you live in the Twin Cities, please come tomorrow. We will have a very powerful imam from Ohio that will come.
We need to inculcate in their system that you are a Muslim and build Islamic institutions.
So this is the kind of lecture that those sheriffs were inviting Americans to come to. Sheriffs that are supposed to be protecting you, that are supposed to have American interests. You have them in your sheriff. They have guns. They are moving and patrolling. And look at the ideology they are bringing in.
Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. CSO Abdullah here with the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Moon Media invites you to an event tomorrow at 1821 University Avenue West in St. Paul, 2 to 4 p.m. So please make sure you attend that event.
If you live in the Twin Cities, please come tomorrow. We will have a very powerful imam from Ohio that will come.
We need to inculcate in their system that you are a Muslim and build Islamic institutions with a long-term vision. We need to come together today with a long-term vision. Youth left from Minnesota and joined ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Shabab. The challenge is...
Are you hearing it? They can leave from Minnesota and join Al-Shabaab. Are you hearing that? These are the lessons they're telling them. To go and join Al-Shabaab. Let's hear it. Let's hear the imam, what the imam is saying.
So please make sure you attend that event.
If you live in the Twin Cities, please come tomorrow. We will have a very powerful imam from Ohio that will come.
We need to inculcate in their system that you are a Muslim and build Islamic institutions with a long-term vision. We need to come together today with a long-term vision. Youth left from Minnesota and joined ISIS and Al-Qaeda and Shabab. The challenge is isms, feminism, individualism. Feminism is a major problem. It's taking our sisters away from Islam.
Assalamu alaikum.
Have you seen it? So this is the institution that they have, they are introducing and they are sharing. That is Hope Uzodimma. Hope Uzodimma with his children celebrating, and a priest is handling it. Hope Uzodimma has shed innocent blood in Biafra land, and now he is celebrating whatever he's celebrating in a church, or this might be in a government house, whatever, and there's a priest there. Look at this. Who is this priest? Who is this man? You see this man? This man. People should see him. These are the people that are encouraging Fulani to come in and take over our land. He's a reverend father. You know what Hope Uzodimma have done? Hope Uzodimma brought tiger base to Biafra land, where they are harvesting human organs in Imo State. And this, remember the one in Mazinam Kanu gave about having anything to do with Hope Uzodimma. And this man here, I won't say anything. I'll leave it at that. Now, where is the video I was about to play before I said, let me go and then play that? Let me bring that video. Okay, after playing the video from Finland. Okay, I was going to play this video. So it's important you listen to it.
United States.
It's important you listen to this video. Very, very important.
I am holding in my hand the Muslim Brotherhood plan for the destruction of the United States, written 5/22/1991. This plan was presented as evidence in the Holy Land Foundation trial, the largest terrorism trial ever in the history of the United States, where our government handed down 108 guilty verdicts for Muslim Americans and Muslim American organizations raising money to support terrorist organizations in the Middle East to the tune of millions. And I'm just going to read you a paragraph of this plan, so it'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Understanding the role of the Muslim brother in North America. The process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process with all the word means. The Ikhwan, which is the Arabic word for brothers, must understand that their work in America is a kind of grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers, so that it is eliminated and Allah's religion is made victorious over all other religions. Is this clear? But the most important page of this document is the last page. Because in the last page, they list 29 front Islamic organizations set up in the United States with the specific goal of sabotaging America from within and destroying. I am holding in my hand the Muslim Brotherhood plan for the destruction of the United States, written 5/22/1991. This plan was presented as evidence in the Holy Land Foundation trial, the largest terrorism trial ever in the history of the United States, where our government handed down 108 guilty verdicts for Muslim Americans and Muslim American organizations raising money to support terrorist organizations in the Middle East to the tune of millions. And I'm just going to read you a paragraph of this plan, so it'll give you an idea of what I'm talking about. Understanding the role of the Muslim brother in North America. The process of settlement is a civilization jihadist process with all the word means. The Ikhwan, which is the Arabic word for brothers, must understand that their work in America is a kind of grand jihad in eliminating and destroying the Western civilization from within and sabotaging its miserable house by their hands and the hands of the believers, so that it is eliminated and Allah's religion is made victorious over all other religions. Is this clear? But the most important page of this document is the last page. Because in the last page, they list 29 front Islamic organizations set up in the United States with the specific goal of sabotaging America from within and destroying.
They want to sabotage from, they want to sabotage America from within. All right, let's get more videos. Let's get more videos. All right. Now, the visit of Riley Moore, this is our beautiful sister, had a voice in it to interpret it. And then let's hear what she had to say.
Let's read the final.
Let's hear what she had to say. Riley Moore had a photo ops with Nuhu Ribadu, and Nuhu Ribadu thought he's going to be one of those European politicians they normally meet. Some of those handshakes they have with the president of Finland, and when they listen to them, they promise them oil well. They go and then they hold Simon Ekpa and convict him. They thought it's one of those meetings, but this was a different thing altogether. Let's listen to what our beautiful sister here had to say about the outcome of Riley Moore's visit to Aso Rock.
So today we start with a simple question, and the question is, when foreign officials come to Nigeria and smile for the cameras, should we listen to what they have to say then, or wait to read their final reports when they leave? Because Riley Moore did both. Now, before we go further, let me give you a quick background so we understand who we're talking about here. Riley Moore is not a random commentator. He is a sitting U.S. congressman, a Republican lawmaker from West Virginia, and a member of the U.S. House of Representatives. So he's part of the group of lawmakers that influence foreign policies, security cooperation, and how countries like Nigeria are viewed in Washington. So when he speaks, it's not just noise. It fits into briefings, policy debates, and official U.S. positions. Now back to what happened. So while he was in Nigeria, Riley Moore spoke carefully. He met Nigerian security officials in Abuja. He acknowledged engagement. He described meetings as productive. He talked about cooperation and steps being discussed. That was Riley Moore on Nigerian soil. But let's talk about Riley Moore back home in the United States. After returning, after visiting Benue and seeing the IDPs and also listening to victims, his tone changed. In interview and public statements, he said plainly,
mission was part of our report. This was a fact-finding mission. There were 5 members of Congress in total that went there. We went to Benue State, which is one of the most dangerous states in the country of Nigeria. This is where all the Christians, a majority of them, are being murdered for their faith in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But I felt that we had to go there, so we went in armored vehicles with security and went there and visited with these people, visited with these Christians, Christian associations, Bishop Anagbe, the Catholic Church, Protestant leaders as well, and got ground truth that we're going to go report back to the president, and we're going to make recommendations in the report that he has asked us to do. He's asked myself and Chairman Tom Cole to give him a report and report back to him, and we're going to do that by the end of this month.
Are people afraid there? I mean, how many people are in these protection camps?
Well, in protection camps, probably really not the right word, Harris. They're in IDP camps, but the Fulani, these Islamic radicals, are attacking the IDP camps. They're attacking them in the camps. And for those who say this is about climate change and...
Riley Moore actually went there and told them that they are even attacking them in the camps. In that IDP camps where those Christians run to, Riley Moore, after going into the IDP camps, he got the true picture. Do you remember how many times they have attacked them in IDP camps? Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, have done analysis on the attack inside IDP camps. And he made sure, he promised that we need to protect our land to make sure that we do not have IDP camps in Biafra land. Because we saw the way they are attacking people that they have displaced from their own natural land, and now they ran for their lives into IDP camps. They went into those IDP camps and attacked them. Those were the messages our Prime Minister kept preaching on social media. Then after Alex Stubb went and had a handshake with a terrorist vice president of Nigeria, he kept quiet. And the shameless judges in Finland, they convicted our Prime Minister for what? For protecting Biafra. For speaking in protection of Biafra. You all are going to see the turnaround of events. We are in the head of it. We are moving ahead with it. And our Prime Minister is going to put a shame on the face of Alexander Stubb. And they are already ashamed, because already that case of Simon Ekpa is a turning point. Now the awareness being created is opening the eyes of the Finnish people who are already on the street protesting. And the question that they are going to ask, because our PM is coming with so much evidence at the appeal, they are going to ask them, all those judges that condemned Simon Ekpa, all those judges that supported the prosecutors that were being paid from Abuja, they are going to ask them, is it not this thing that we are fighting to protect ourselves from, that this young man is protecting his people from? Why did you convict him and condemn him? Because Riley Moore went there to the IGP camps. He saw the same thing that Simon Ekpa have been talking about for donkey months and some years now. He saw the same thing that Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have been talking about that made Nigeria government to convict him and sentence him for life. Riley Moore saw it. And he went there, he was not mincing words. He told them that it is Fulani terrorists that are coming to the IDP camps to start fighting and destroying and killing these people that have already run for their lives. Riley Moore was not mincing words. So the visit they initiated, they thought they were going to change and transform the narrative. He now opened their nyash. He opened their nyash. Hey! Now, listen to Riley Moore. He said it. He said they were attacking them in the IDP camps.
Well, in protection camps, probably really not the right word, Harris. They're in IDP camps, but the Fulani, these Islamic radicals, are attacking the IDP camps. They're attacking them in the camps. And for those who say this is about climate change and land and things like that and economically driven, why would you burn down a church? Why would you attack an IDP camp? Screaming Allah Akbar. I think that it's very clear what the answer is there, right? They're trying to erase the Christians in Benue
Nigeria's
State.
security situation is worsening, not stabilizing, not improving, worsening. He spoke about continued killings, displacement, kidnapping, and terror attacks. He rejected the idea that this is just farmer-elder clashes or climate issues. He framed it as deepening security crisis that Nigeria has not yet brought under control. So let's be honest. In Nigeria, we had diplomacy. And that's the contrast, because when US Congressman praises engagement in Abuja but tells American audiences that security is deteriorating, it tells us something important. The reality on the ground is louder than official assurances, which brings us to the question many people are avoiding. Is Nigeria still a country of particular concern? The Nigerian government says no, but the US lawmakers keep saying the same thing. Violence persists, communities remain displaced, accountability is weak, and the crisis is unresolved. And to think of it this way, US can't keep sending congressional delegates to a country that is doing fine. This is not about disrespecting Nigeria, it's about credibility. Security isn't measured by meetings or press statements. It is measured by safety. It is measured by whether IDP camps are closing, whether people are returning back home alive. So when what is said abroad contradicts what is said at home, citizens must listen, because diplomacy may be polite, but policy is built on truth. And right now, the truth...
Diplomacy may be polite, but policies are built on truth. Ezioku Chineke. Repeat that line again. I love that, my sister.
Meetings or press statements. It is measured by safety. It is measured by whether IDP camps are closing, whether people are returning back home alive. So when what is said abroad contradicts what is said at home, citizens must listen, because diplomacy may be polite, but policy is built on truth.
Yes, because the fact that this man told them that IDP camp in Benue alone has over 600,000 Christians. Do you know the propaganda they were sharing on social media? How can he say is he only in Benue? There are other IDP camps everywhere. They did not even say, hey, why are they not working on closing the IDP camps and sending the people home? Bashar Ahmad, the shameless Sharia sympathizer and terrorist sympathizer, was busy trying to say, so nobody is trying to condemn what this man is saying. Nobody is debunking it. They are looking for people to help them debunk the truth of Raleigh, instead of looking for how they will close the IDP camps. For all these data boys, APC data boys on social media, that are looking for how to paint Tinubu in a good image, or how to paint Nigeria in a good image. They are looking for other Omokris that will come and help them repair the image of Nigeria while Nigeria is polluting and destroying. They are not even thinking of how do we work on closing these IDP camps, sending these people back to their homeland. There's no plan for that too. But the plan they have is somebody that will help them lie that it doesn't exist. Can you believe that? No truth. That's why Nigeria must sink. Under must. It must sink. Under must. Yes. So please round up, my sister.
Said at home, citizens must listen, because diplomacy may be polite, but policy is built on truth. And right now, the truth Nigeria is exporting is troubling. So I ask again, if the situation is improving, why do foreign officials keep saying it's getting worse? And that brings us to the question, is Nigeria still a country of particular concern?
Jigibam, a country of particular concern it is, and it remains until Biafra goes home.
It's the truth at the time. Take care and have a nice day.
And for your information, she's a Biafran lady. She's from Akwa Ibom. Yes, she's our sister. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you in Biafra. Now, our brother is here. Let me follow him and let's sing with him. Enjoy him. I love this, my brother, so much. I love you so much. Honestly, I don't know why. I love this, my brother. Hey, he's another gidigbam. I love him so much. All right, let's go.
And I know why I talk about that song. I am Kwerewo no get you kukama. And I know we are the African Israel generation. We were from East. We were from East. We are the African Israel generation. Now we. My brothers were from East. Upon all this struggle, one day it go be. And I know waiting at the talk.
I know.
One day
it go be.
Uche Chukwu give me. It go be.
It must be.
Anyhow they like, make them kill us. Anyhow they like, make them set us up. Anyhow they like, make them frame us up. Make them betray us. Uche Chukwu give me. One day it go happen.
For sure.
That freedom where would they fight, where would they cry? It go happen one day.
Must get them.
That thing where would they ask God? It go happen one day.
For sure.
And I don't hear them. Anyị gbawa leka leka Uche Chukwu gebe amara wona ogade kole bube full money. So one day it will be. Anyhow they like, make the executors, send us, frame us, carry us, put for prison, jail us. One day it will be. And I go see the glory of God one day. We were from East. And I go see the glory of God. Upon what in Egypt to do, Israel, do Egypt, do Israel, do Israel. One day, Israel don't get freedom.
For sure.
Israel get freedom.
For sure.
The Jewish people get freedom.
Oh.
We are the African Israel generation now. We.
For sure.
Now we. The glory of God will show.
He say.
It must come to pass.
He say.
Our struggle will come to pass.
He say.
But I know.
Thank you. Ikwi. I love you, sir. I love you, sir. Ndewo. Continue. Now, this is another brother that is very, very, very tough. This one, he's ready to give his life for what he believes in. And I love him for that. And I love the fact that if he does this thing, he's tagging Donald Trump. He's tagging POTUS. That's tagging Donald Trump. Let's listen to what he's saying. The guy is the voice from the north. The voice from the north. Fearless voice from the north. Let's hear what he had to say again today. Let's hear him.
Few days ago, I did a video on the atrocities of Matawale, the former governor of Zamfara State, and the present Minister of State for Defense under the administration of Bola Tinubu.
Let me appreciate Mama Lolo. I didn't even know that our super chat is still working. Can you imagine? £5. You know, it's more than how many months now we have never had super chat on this platform. But we keep preaching the gospel truth. Mommy, this £5 will turn to $5,000 in your pocket so that you will have enough to support Umundenso in the land. Yes. As you support me and you support Umundenso, £5 to bless me, and then more to bless Umundenso in the 100 men and to support the angels. Mommy for supporting Vam and supporting Umundenso. God bless you. Thank you. The super chat is still working. God bless you for doing that for us tonight. So let's go and listen to our brother. Hey, hey, we must be fearless before our enemies. Starting from the top.
Few days ago, I did a video on the atrocities of Matawale, the former governor of Zamfara State, and the present Minister of State for Defense under the administration of Bola Tinubu. Many of you thought I was foolish. Many of you called me names, say I was this and that and all those nonsense. But it's not your fault. It's because you have been under bondage for a long time. And you have come to a stage where you come to love your bondage. You come to love your chains. And so I'm not bothered. But you see, the ignorance you are living in will destroy you quickly. It is foolishness for anyone at this time not to have an understanding of what is happening in Nigeria. You will perish and you perish quickly. You see, I am not the kind of man of God that just look at evil prevailing. Because of the fear of death, the fear of being arrested, the fear of being persecuted, I close my eyes and behave as if I don't see. No. Like I've always said, either we say the truth, we will die. Or if we don't say the truth, we will die. It is better we die in the truth, knowing that we die for the just cause.
Yes.
Because death will definitely come to us all. And for whatever platform God has given you, you must use it efficiently for the sake of the kingdom of God and for the betterment of the people of Nigeria. Now, later, just 2 days ago, I found out that video, the video I posted with that my post, the video of Malam Murtala Bello, that was the Islamic cleric that was exposing the atrocities of Matawale, all his involvement with the banditry, the sponsoring of banditry and all those. I found out that video was taken away from my phone. I've looked for it everywhere. I cannot find that video. Because even if I delete it, It will stay 30 days on my phone before it is finally deleted. There's a place where I can always restore every deleted item. And I check everywhere. I've searched everywhere for only that video, not any, only that video.
That video.
It means he has paid some IT gurus who were able to do their magic to pull out that video from online. But you see, it has already done. I've already done what I want to do with it. I've exposed him, and also the video is on my previous video. If you have not seen that previous video, go and watch it. Now, also, there's a new video that I'm going to play for you now. It's in Hausa, but because it's in Hausa, many of you will not understand. And it is a revelation by a man that served as the SSA, as an SSA under Matawale's government. He was an SSA to Matawale, and every transaction, all their dealings with the bandits, the man has it there. And for many of you that don't understand why the video is playing here, I'll tell you everything because I understand Hausa, and I'm going to tell you everything that the man is saying. And he's ready to testify in court. Should Matawale want to take either Murtala, should Matawale decide to take Mala Murtala Bello or anybody to court, that he's ready to stand as a witness in the court. His name is Musa Mohammed Kamara, an SSA. He showed his appointment letter, stating that this is his appointment letter, that he was appointed as an SSA to Matawale during his 8 years period as governor of Zamfara State. He was an SSA to the government. He also showed his appointment letter. He said he saw a video of the allegations of Malam Murtala Bello on Matawale Bello, the former governor of Zamfara State, who is now the present Minister of State for Defense, and that he is here to state categorically that everything stated in that video is the truth and nothing but the truth. He said that it was on the order, that everything they did, that they were the one doing it. They were the errand boys that were acting on the order of Matawale to deal with the bandits. They were the one buying cars for them. He said that they bought cars, not just car, they bought cars. He stated clearly that they bought cars for Kachala Alilu. They bought cars for Bello Turji. They also bought cars for Ado Alero.
Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? That the people that Matawale, do you know who Matawale is? Oh my God. You people don't know what you are into. Hey, Chineke Nonyedo, God forbid. Matawale is the current, as me and you we are talking now. The Minister of Defense have resigned though, but Matawale, the one that is fully connected to the terrorists, the one that is equipping them and buying them vehicles. He is the Minister of State for Defense in Abuja. That one is in Abuja, working with Tinubu. The person that helps him to acquire vehicles for terrorists is now speaking up. He's speaking up. That's what this our brother is talking about. May God protect this our brother. This our brother is right there in their den, in their midst there. Right there. So if they can delete video by high-tech gurus that disappeared from phone, imagine what they will plan against a human being. God will protect you, my brother. God will protect you. So you can, they are now, oh my God.
Nothing but the truth. He said that it was on the order, that everything they did, that they were the one doing it. They were the errand boys that were acting on the order of Matawale to deal with the bandits. They were the one buying cars for them. He said that they bought cars. Not just car, they bought cars. It stated clearly that they bought cars for Kachala Alilu. They bought cars for Bello Turji. They also bought cars for Ado Alero. They were the one doing the work because they were acting on the capacity as SSA on the order of the governor. They were the one buying it and giving. So this is not this is not information from somebody that is reporting from somebody. They say no. He's stating categorically that they were the one doing the job for Matawale. So it is foolish of anybody to come out and deny it. He also said that he was the one that gave the contract to distribute Dusa. Many of you might not know what Dusa is. Dusa is a chaff from corn. The chaff from corn, they also use it to feed an animal. They also use it to make mix with their tool that they eat, and also they also use it to make animal feed. But that they bought Dusa, he was the one that collected the contract of Dusa. And he brought his bank statement. This is the bank statement. He's showing the bank statement. You might not go through that video. You see, he's showing the bank statement for the Dusa that was bought, and he said he was the one that distributed to every bandit in the 14 local government of Zamfara State, each costing at the rate of 33 million, all together 42 million naira. 42 million naira to distribute Dusa to every bandit in Dusa, which means witchcraft, to every bandit in the 14 local government of Zamfara State. 28 bags altogether is shared to them. He also talked about that when they caught Adualero, the man they caught with 500 rifles, that it was Matawale that sent, they shot the guy at the leg, and when they took him to Abuja, that it was Matawale that ordered Dr. Bashir Maro. Dr. Bashir Maro, one of his boys, he ordered Dr. Bashir Maro to go and release him on his order. This is a man that is serving as a Minister of State for Defense under Tinubu. He also talked about that they bought house for Bello Turji, that the house, in fact, that he was the one that facilitated that transaction. That he was the one that facilitated the transaction that...
Hey, let's see. This video must have a continuity. Oh. Let's go. Let's see. Let's go to the... Let me go to his page. This is 4 hours ago, so let's go to his page. Let's go to his page and see this video. Okay, this is part 1. Where's part 2? Okay, this must be the continuity. I think this was the one he finished now.
The former governor of Zamfara State and the present Minister of State for Defense under the administration of Bola Tinubu. Keep Abuja. That was Matawale that ordered Dr. Bashir Maru. Dr. Bashir Maru, one of his boys, he ordered Dr. Bashir Maru to go and release him on his order. This is a man that is serving as a Minister of State for Defense under Tinubu. He also talked about that they bought house for Bello Turji. That the house, in fact, that he was the one that facilitated that transaction. That he was the one that facilitated the transaction that...
Okay, the next video. Oh my God, what have I done? Oh. Okay, no problem. Before, I don't need to... Let me get the next video first before... Okay, let's play the next video before I would remove this thing first. Oh, what have I done? Oh.
Appointment letter dita kuma Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Sunana Musa Muhammad Kamara, tsohon SSA na tsohon gwamnan jihar Zamfara, Dr. Bello Mutawallin Maradu. Wannan ita ce appointment letter dita kuma har ya ƙara gwamnati babu inda aka ce an kore ni ko an dakatar da ni har muka ƙara gwamnati. Yanzu nake duba media nake ganin takarda tana yawo an yi ƙarar Malam Murtala Bello Asada, malamin musulunci, akan zargin ya ɓata ma shi ministan tsaro mai ci yanzu suna. Akwai wasu clip da na duba na gani na cikin karatuttukan Malam Murtala Bello Asada. So ina ganin indiya akan su ne aka fatawa ko kuma ake ja in ja, wannan abu ba ƙarya ba ce. Akwai wani clip da na gani wanda Malam yake magana akan an so ma 'yan ta'adda motoci. Wallahi summa tallahi billahi la ilaha illa an so motoci an bada mota, an ba Katalla Halilu, an ba Turji, an ba Ado Aleru. Waɗannan motoci an so su an bada. Akwai wani clip kuma da na ga yana yawo cewa an sau dussa an ba 'yan ta'adda, an sau dussa. Wallahi summa tallahi ni Musa Kamarawa ni aka ba kwangila na sau dussa. Wannan bank statement wanda ke nuna duka local government 14 na jihar Zamfara ga sunayensu, babu wadda ba tura man naira miliyan 3 ba. Idan aka haɗa kuɗi naira miliyan 42 su suka shiga account ɗina. Na sau buhun dussa 28,000. Kowace local government na san waɗanda na ba buhu 2,000 kuma an ba 'yan ta'adda. Malam Murtala ya taɓa wani clip wanda na ga yana magana akan an kama Haru Dole. An kama Haru Dole wanda babban ɗan ta'adda ne kuma yana da bindigogi 500. An kama shi SCS asibitin Goso suka kama shi, an yi halbe shi ga kafa. Sun je an kama shi an tafi da shi a Abuja ofis ɗin Lamurde. Daga ACS aka yi shi ofis ɗin Lamurde. Mutawalle ya tura yaronsa Dr. Bashir Maru, Chairman Hospital Service Management Board, ya karɓe shi beli. Kuma an yi haka. Malam Murtala ya taɓa magana akan gidan da aka saya wa Turji. Billahi la ilaha illa huwa, an sai gida, ni na sai gida. Kwango ne wani ya fara gina shi ya wuce Makka ya bar shi. Aka zo za a sai ya ce a yi magana da ƙaninai Alhaji Dan Makwaju da Giwa a cikin garin Fakai, kuma an yi sai gida, an kammala gida kuma an ba da gida. To ni wannan abubuwan ma da nake ganin abubuwan ma kamar akwai renin wayo da duk waɗanda abubuwa da mun san an yi su. Duk da yake ni ban da wata alaƙa sosai da Malam Murtala, akwai abubuwan da misali yanzu ai bai san su ba. Malam Murtala ya san an sai shanun sata. Ni Musa wallahi sun matallahi ni aka ba kuɗi naira miliyan 88 na kai ma Kacalla Halilu da Kacalla Turji. Na kai musu a sai shanu kuma an sai shanu akan naira 140. Mu kuma an ba mu akan 50,050. Ya ce mu yi amfani da 10,000 na transport a kawo shanu. An sai shanu kuma kwangila ce aka ba su kawo shanun da za a raba da dabbobin da za a raba ma mutane a jihar Zamfara ga sallah. Na kawo shanu har mai shanu wani ya ganni a lambar ƙaura da shanunsa ya biyo an sato su da batsari ta Katsina. Kuma ya biyo shanunsa na kira gwamna ya ce a kawo mai shanunsa. Na kawo shanu hannun tasu ga kwamishinan tsaro na wancan lokacin Abubakar Dauran. Aka ce waɗannan shanu manya ne za a bikin ɗiya ta Rukayya a Maradon aka wuce da su. Duk wanda ya zo ɗaura wurin ya ci shanun na ya ci shanun sata. Kuma an yi haka. Don haka ni har in ta tabbata da gaske ne an yi wannan karar ina roƙon Malam Murtala Asada don Allah ya taimaka ya sa ni cikin shaidun shi na farko don zan zo kotu kuma wallahi zan faɗi duk abin da na sani har wanda Malam Murtala bai sani ba zan je da hujjata kuma in tabbatar ma kotu abin da ake da'awa an yi shi kuma na rantse da tsarkin mulkin Allah akwai abin da ma ba a san da shi ba sai gaban kotu zan faɗe shi shi kai na Malam Murtala bai san shi ba kuma zan faɗe shi saboda an kawo gabar da ya kamata a wa mutane adalci a kowa adalci. Nagode.
Nagode. You see, I'm sure you've heard that. I don't know if there's another video before he. Okay, this is part 2. Okay, this is the part 2. Let's listen to this one.
The transaction to buy a house. That the house was facilitated that transaction. That he was the one that facilitated the transaction. They facilitated the transaction to buy a house. That the house was an uncompleted building they bought. They bought the house as an uncompleted building and then completed it for Bello Turji, the kingpin, the terrorists, the kingpins of banditry in Zamfara State that has spread almost every part of the country now. Now, instead coming out to deny all these things is an insult to his intelligence. It's a dump. It means they're playing on the intelligence. For Matawale to come out and deny this is an insult to their intelligence because they were the ones that were acting on his order to carry out all those things. He also talked about that, in fact, that Malam Murtala Bello did not even mention some things. That some things that Malam Murtala, there are a lot of things he even missed out. He said, for example, that they were the ones that facilitated the buying of stolen cows. Because it's obviously this Bello Turji, this Adwalero, the Kachala Alilu, Kachala Turji, all of them, they were also involved in cow rustling. They were also cows, that the stolen cows that they were bought to share to people in Zamfara State during the Salah period, that he was the one that was giving. He was given the sum of 88 million naira. And he went and bought the stolen cows from all these bandits. The cow that they stole, he was the one that he bought from Kachala Alilu, he bought from Bello Turji, he bought from every one of them at the rate of 140,000 naira for one. But they were given, the calculation they were given was at the rate of 150,000. So that the 10,000 on top of it was for transportation. That he was the one that went around, bought from all these terrorists, stolen cows that were stolen, they bought from all these terrorists to share. At the rate of 140,000 naira, but they were given 150,000, so the 10,000 on top of it were for transportation of each cow. He was the one that facilitated it. How do you say such a man is innocent? I'm calling on the US. President Donald Trump, designate this man a terrorist. Designate Bello Matawale, the present minister of state for defense in Nigeria under President Tinubu's government, a terrorist. Designate him a terrorist. Because he cannot he cannot commit all these atrocities and today behave as if he's innocent. But if you think this is not it, I'm also sharing the video of the present Zamfara State governor. The present Zamfara State governor spoke about these things, about all these allegations. I'm playing this video now. Please listen by yourself with your own ears. Don't be ignorant. I've always said, don't be an ignorant fellow in your nation. Don't be an ignorant Nigerian. You have been subjugated for so long. It is an abnormality for you to remain in your ignorance at this time. I'm doing this at the jeopardy of my life, and I don't care. As far as the people come to understand what is happening, the knowledge, and they are liberated from these shackles, this confusion, this evil in Nigeria. Listen to the governor of Zamfara State now.
There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom.
Are you hearing it? The present governor of Zamfara State is openly telling the whole world that his predecessor, who is now, right now, the Minister of Defense, yeah, my people, who is currently the Minister of Defense, defending you against terrorism, that he was involved in the terrorism itself. Are you people listening to us? The present governor, not the previous governor was involved in terrorism. That's what the present governor is reporting now, because there are evidence to it. And that previous governor that was involved in terrorism is now the one that is in charge of defense. Hello? That's what you are listening to. In Nigeria, Amazin Nnamdi Kanu, who has been exposing all these people, was convicted life. Simon Ekpa, who has been in this issue, was also convicted 6 years by the help of the vice president, Shetima, who had a handshake with the shameless president of Finland, Alexander Stubb, and the inglorious, shameless prime minister of Finland, Petteri Orpo. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. You should begin to look for how to apologize to Simon Ekpa. And you should begin to support Donald J. Trump to end this nonsense in Nigeria. Because you are already invaded by these same people you protected. People should be ashamed of yourselves. And let me repeat where this governor said it. That Matawale, his predecessor, was involved in terrorism.
If I were him, I would...
The confusion, this evil in Nigeria. Listen to the governor of Zamfara State now.
There were a lot of issues in the past with my predecessor. In fact, let me say this very categorical. If I were him, I would resign and face all the allegations against me. And that would have been more honorable, because from all the information we're getting, my predecessor was fully involved in some of these banditry issues. Typical is the fact that that was a permanent secretary when his children were abducted. And it was unfortunate that he had to pay ransom through the government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations, that bandits were being kept at government house. There are so many issues. So
now, I'm sure you have listened to it. You have listened to what the...
Did you even hear what he said? He said bandits, who are terrorists actually, because they call them bandits to confuse you. Terrorists were kept at the government house. Please repeat that point again.
Based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house. Very clear, based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house. And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house.
Hey!
And it was also very clear, based on all the allegations that bandits were being kept at government house.
Hey!
There are so many issues. So
now, I'm sure you have listened to it. You have listened to what the present governor of Zamfara State stated there. Is it not logical for President Tinubu to step the man down, to relinquish him of his appointment, to make him stop that and go through the interrogation process? They are still there playing around because he needs him for the election. Such man, Bello Matawalle, I say it again, is a terrorist financier, a terrorist sympathizer, a banditry facilitator, the man that supports banditry, and he should be designated as a terrorist. I call on President Donald Trump, Rep. Relly, and the government of the United States. Take note of this man. Bello Matawalle, the present Minister of State for Defense in Nigeria, is a terrorist facilitator, a terrorist sympathizer, and a sponsor. Such a man, sponsoring banditry that's claimed lives of many, destroying lives and property, is serving under this government today, at this time. We cannot continue to watch while evil prevail because we are afraid of dying. We are afraid of being killed or being jailed. Either alive or in prison, we will speak the truth to power. We will speak the truth to power and we will not be cajoled, not by the government, not by anybody. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I'm calling on President Donald Trump, on the United States government, take note of this individual. Let him be arrested. Let him step down. Let him be interrogated. Designate him as a terrorist. So
do you know one funny thing in Nigeria? This our brother that is speaking this thing boldly now with evidence. The government will be going after him. And if peradventure they get him, you will see all the data boys and all these fellow Nigerians will be saying, hey, why was he talking? Why did you talk? Hey, don't you know that if you talk, they will arrest you? Why will you talk? These are people that will be kidnapped and then ransom will be looked for to pay them. Do you know that presently, as this Christian genocide was being exposed, a lady was busy on social media advertising for Tinubu. Tinubu government doesn't have anything like terrorism. There's nothing like Christian genocide. It wasn't up to 48 hours. The same terrorists, they invaded their community, came to the church where she worshiped, and then they shot her dead. She died in that operation, and other people were kidnapped. Part of the people that were kidnapped are those that Tinubu paid ransom, and they were returned. Part of the 38 people that were returned in Kwara State. All these things are happening. So this man now that is speaking this thing, and this young evangelist speaking boldly now, he will be the target of Matawale and Tinubu government. And there will be people that will be supporting the government if they go after this man. That is the system in Nigeria.
President Donald Trump on the United States government, take note of this individual. Let him be arrested. Let him step down. Let him be interrogated. Designate him as a terrorist. Such a person does not deserve to hold any appointment in this nation. Then for the fellow Nigerians, if you like, think I'm being foolish again. Think, come about the data boys come and attack me again. There is no problem. We will continue to speak the truth to power, regardless of whose source is God.
Data boys will soon come. Come and they will come after him now.
Facilitated that transaction.
Thank you, my brother. My goodness me. This is unbelievable. This is, oh my God. My people, this is almost 3 hours. I will pause now. Maybe I will be back to play more updates, because these are updates that will keep playing and keep showing you. These are some of the evidence, more the evidence, fresh evidence that we are arming ourselves with, that our prime minister is arming himself with. A lot is going down. A lot will be going down. Believe me, a lot will be going down. I will be back. Let me at least have my lunch. Let me try and have my lunch today, because it's been a busy day. And then hopefully we'll be back. Probably our media will be on the space to continue. And then later I will come back with more videos of updates and updates and updates. Thank you very much, everyone. I love you all. The updates are so much. There are so many videos I have to play. So many. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many. There's so many. Believe me. As we are playing this one, more are coming. Even as I'm opening my phone now, look at what I have here. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Coming from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is posting. Just posted 1 hour ago. Let me show you. Nicki Minaj just posted 1 hour ago. Updates. No update. Those you people call unbelievers, that you say they are not Christians, they are not born again, they are even sharing updates and creating more awareness. This is 1 hour ago from Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj. Shebi you people say she's an unbeliever, but she's creating more awareness. This is coming from Nicki. 1 hour ago from Nicki Minaj. Look at it. 1 hour. On Christ, the solid rock I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. All other ground is sinking sand. Free Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria, stop this now. Free Christians in Nigeria. Nigeria, she put Nigeria flag. Stop this now. Coming from Nicki Minaj. That's her Twitter handle. Nicki Minaj. I'm sure you can see that. It's coming from Nicki Minaj. That's her Twitter handle. You can see it. So more and more updates are coming. And I bet you, as the updates are coming, we'll be bringing them to you. Nicki Minaj is more Christian, more born again than Adeboye. Adeboye is quiet. Nicki Minaj is tweeting about Christian genocide. Adeboye is quiet. Kumuyi is quiet. Oyedepo Olukoya is quiet. Chris Oyakilome is quiet. But Nicki Minaj is tweeting about Christian genocide, asking Nigeria to stop unaliving Christians. in Nigeria. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you Christian churches, pastors in Nigeria. God is raising stones to do the work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was convicted for speaking this truth. All of them, Christian pastors, kept quiet. They were even celebrating when Simon Ekpa was convicted in Finland for 6 years. All of them were celebrating. Shame on all of you. Shame on all of you. Thank you, brethren. I will be back. They will. Airborne. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, the lady, for your support tonight. Thank you. Vincent says, APC government knows all this. They are just pretending they don't know anything on terrorism. They are the ones sponsoring insecurity in that country. Of course they are. We know they are. We know they are. Thank you. Now I'm going to just play some of this music to keep everywhere lively, and then I'll be back. Let me first of all remind you of what our Prime Minister said, that he will help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
We are going to do wonders. I want you all to understand that we are in a very big battle. Battle for freedom is not for lily-livered people. It's not for kids. Battle for freedom, they throw bombs, rockets for people to get freedom. So freedom is not meant for people that are too emotional. It's not meant for people that somebody will talk this and talk that and they begin to shiver. No. I am born for Biafra to come. And I'm going to help Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to get Biafra. Believe me. Go and mark today's date. I want to assure Biafrans, so long as you continue to stand on your freedom, I will be there for you. So long as you continue to maintain that you have a right to live, I, Simon Ekpa, will be there. Any day, anytime. We are going to do wonders. The foundation for the liberation and independence of Biafra has been laid by this government, and it is very, very strong. We build this particular foundation of the liberation on solid rock. Are you not seeing it? We are not shaking. I am standing very, very strong, making sure that I'm taking the bullet that they are firing at Biafra people, because their target is you. They believe that once they take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of the way, they will come for all of you. That is exactly what is happening in other parts of Nigeria, because nobody is there to stand on the way for them. And they are annihilating people, killing them, sending them to IDP camp. I told them, you see this face, okay, deceive them very well. To deceive you. The momentum of the Biafra liberation today have necessitated all the discussion you see. Everybody is talking. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why are they keeping him? Some of them claim that he was not fighting the way I'm fighting, but you kidnap him. Some of them are now addressing him as a gentleman, but you went and kidnapped a gentleman. They say, oh, he's more reasonable. He's not, but you kidnapped him. What were you thinking? All of them contributed money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was speaking, it was their headache. They couldn't sleep every day. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's destroying Alibo. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's doing this, he's doing that. Today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer destroying Alibo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer causing problem. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer is the good man. He's the only man now that is very reasonable. And I have not even started, because you see what Agaku Nigeria Igwe. Agaku Nigeria Igwe. And you know the next level is by taking all their terrorist barracks,
taking all the government houses. That is the next level we will go, because it is part of the defense of our land. These places are places where the attack against our people are being planned.